This is a presentation of the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network. You're now locked into the official pregame show of the Neosho Wildcats. This is your home for every sack, interception, and touchdown. Now, let's go live to the game site for all the action.
And welcome, Wildcat fans. We are at the Bob. Jim, it is 56 degrees outside. A little bit of wind blowing, not bad, but talking to Coach Staten Whitehead a while ago, he said, hey, I've been waiting for this all year. It's football weather.
It is certainly football weather tonight in the Neosho. Ozark Tigers come calling. And, John, this is kind of a game between two teams that's fighting for pride, per se. Ozark coming in. They've won one game this season, 1-5. Our Cats are 0-6 on this season. The Tigers, they defeated Carl Junction. The Bulldogs went down to defeat on the very first game of the season. Since that, they've played some tough teams, just like Neosho. And, John, last week was a heartbreaker down in Branson. In overtime, the Cats led most of that ball game until the last couple of minutes. And then the Pirates were just too tough for the Cats.
Well, yeah, it really was. It was a heartbreaker. We played great football up until the last couple of minutes of the ball game, and some things happened that allowed Branson to tie the ball game up and to go into overtime. They scored in overtime, and we got the ball, and we were driving down, and we were getting ready to cross the goal line, and we fumbled the ball, and that ended the ball game. But a lot of great things happened from that ball game for the Cats. The defense probably played the best ball game that they've played in a long time, and the offense was firing. Quentin Hughes had enough time in the backfield to be able to kind of pick and choose who he wanted as a receiver for the Whiteouts. And the best part about that is Hudson Williams was basically double-teamed all night long. That meant that somebody was open, and our offensive line did a great job of giving Hughes enough time to be able to find out who that guy was that was open, and it worked well.
It very well did. Virgil Rozier came in, and for his first start of the season, he caught one long pass, 56 yards for a touchdown. Very proud of what he accomplished, and it did offset what when the defense would zero in on Hudson Williams. Hudson Williams, you talk about him. He is the leading receiver for the Cats this year, and he has 520 yards after catching that ball and running. He's a good runner, and like I say, they double-teamed him last week, but that left the other receivers open for the Cats, and they just, like I said, the Cats led most of that ball game until the very end, and of course defense was just they were just on their last legs, They were just
they were. And
it was a very warm night down in Branson. A big change in weather from 1 week ago. Temperatures last week in the 80s at game time. Tonight in the mid to upper 50s, but beautiful night. And I'm going to just took a picture. I'm going to post on Facebook here shortly to let you see what we're taking part in tonight here at the Bob Anderson Stadium. It's also senior band night. A lot of the band members will be recognized, and you got to give kudos to the band here at Neosho High School. They are doing a tremendous job again this year. They sound great. They've won in some of the competitions, so we're very proud of what they have accomplished this season.
Well, the Tigers come in here with a brand new football coach. Jeremy Cordell comes in. He was hired last January to take over the Tiger offense, but he is one of those guys. He was from Illinois, and he had rebuilt 2 programs before, and he had that on his resume, and they felt like that because he said he was excited about making these young men a well-rounded group. He wants them to win on the football field. He wants them to win in the classroom, and he wants them to win in the community. And that absolutely, Yancey Little, the DA over there, had a lot of good things to say. He kind of thinks the same way as we do. This is the Pro Loop Tire and Auto pregame show. Jim Jackson, John Ball, and Luke Taylor. We're excited about being here tonight. We're going to take a 3-minute timeout, and then we'll be right back.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
This is Pastor Barry Reel from the First Free Will Baptist Church of Neosho. Though our culture seems to be rejecting the idea of truth, we remain committed to obeying God's Word by speaking the truth in love. We would love to share God's truth and love with you. We're located at 960 Burr Crossing Road in Neosho, and we meet on Sunday mornings at 10:45 a.m. and then again on Sunday and Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Find us on Facebook at First Free Will Baptist Neosho or call 918-413-5465.
A new era in local sports begins. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is where you'll find all of your local sports information. Join Sports Director Michael Imami and reporters Chaz Wright and Tashina Coleman every night. We cover Little League, high school athletics, Missouri Southern, and Pittsburgh State, along with countless community colleges in the 4 states. We cover it all. So whether you're a Chiefs, Cardinals, Eagles, or Wildcats fan, you won't want to miss the Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report.
The Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce invites you to download the new Experience Neosho app, available for free on the Apple and Google Play Store. Your guide to eat, shop, play, and stay in Neosho, and your direct link to KNEO Wildcat Sports. Download the app, register to win weekly prizes, and listen to your favorite Wildcat sports. Good luck, Wildcats! We can't wait to hear you ring that bell.
At Calvary Neosho, we aren't your grandmother's church, because she lives in Akron, Ohio, and that would be a terribly long commute for church. But if she did live in Neosho, we at Calvary would be delighted to have her come visit us. And since you live here, we would definitely like you to come visit us. Then, when your Nana comes to visit for Christmas, you can bring her to church and introduce us to her. We're sure she is a delightful lady. You can find us at Facebook/Calvary Neosho, or join us in person at 3650 Oak Ridge Extension. We gather for worship Sundays at 10:30 a.m. Calvary Neosho. Not your grandma's church, but we'd sure like to meet her.
Locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Wildcats!
Welcome back to Bob Anderson Stadium, lovingly referred to as the Bob. Jim, looks like that both of these teams, the Ozark team runs a gun rocket offense.
Well, that's something that you don't hear of very often, but I know they do the spread offense, and should be an interesting contest tonight. Could be a very offensive battle, and both these teams, John, like we mentioned moments ago, they have nothing to lose. A little bit of pride, and Cats looking for that first win. And Ozark trying to improve to 2-5 on the season. Their lone win coming the very first game of the season. That's back in August. And boy, this season has flown by. But the Tigers defeated Carl Junction for the opening game, and the Cats still looking for that first win. But they have been so close. They played Republic tough earlier in the ball game. They played Carthage tough. And Branson, very, very close games. And after this game tonight, you face number 2 ranked in Class 5 Webb City. And then we'll be back here in 2 weeks to take on the Joplin Eagles.
Yeah, listening to Coach Whitehead, he said, if it were for just a couple of touchdowns, and if it were and all that sort of thing, we could very well be sitting at 4-2 right now. These Cats are coming along. But let's listen to what Coach Towdy had to say in an interview when I caught up with him earlier this week.
Being a good person is great, but it won't get you to heaven.
People say they can be saved by doing the best they can or by keeping the law. But most of them were unsure. They were not certain. Now the Bible says you can be sure. You mean to say that I can know I'm going to heaven?
Billy Graham was quite sure about where he was going. He shares why.
I'm going to heaven because of the mercy of God. I'm going to heaven because of the grace of God. I don't deserve it. I deserve judgment in hell. I'm a sinner, like you. But I have repented of my sins and received Christ my Savior, and I'm trusting in the cross of Christ.
Like Billy Graham, you can be sure you have a place in heaven if you have a relationship with Jesus Christ. And you can learn more about that at findpeacewithgod.net. Findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
It's time for the Brandon Towdy Coaches Show. The Coaches Show is sponsored by New Mac Electric. Now, here's Coach Brandon Towdy.
Welcome to the Brandon Towdy Show. I'm John Ball, and we've got Coach Towdy. Coach, some really good things happened to us last week at Branson, didn't they?
There were a lot of good things in, all three phases of the game. I thought our kids played extremely hard. We came out and started very fast on both sides of the ball, and then kind of the first time we felt like we played really good coming out of half and on both sides of the ball as well, which was kind of our focus for the week, as our defense got a couple turnovers there in the second half, and our offense was able to continue scoring. Our kids just fought all game long, and extremely proud of them, and so many good things, but, we just came up on the losing end.
Well, I tell you, the defense probably played the best ball game I've seen them play all year long. Not only did they cause 2 fumbles and give the offense an opportunity, but we had 3 3-and-outs.
Yeah, we did. Our defense, absolutely played their best game of the season and got some big stops when we needed them and held them to field goals, at their opening drive of the game and opening drive of the first half. They held them to field goals in both those situations, and against most teams they probably aren't even able to kick field goals, but Branson just had a really good field goal kicker, so he had a little more distance on his kicks. But great game by those guys. It's a credit to that defensive staff and to all the kids playing defense and just their preparation and the way they went about their work last week.
Well, hey, on the offensive side of the ball, Denver Welch has come to do exactly what we expect Denver Welch to do every week. He's coming out of the backfield and catching some passes. But what about Virgil Rozier catching that 62-yarder from Quinn?
Virgil had a great game. It was his first start, of his career at the varsity level, and first time playing wide receiver at the varsity level as well. And he didn't disappoint in any way. He had 5 catches, I think around 88 yards or so, and had the big touchdown on the fade, and showed that he could run away from some people. And Virgil's just a great kid that works extremely hard, and so none of that surprised anybody because he just does everything right, and he's somebody you can count on.
And the fact that he's a sophomore makes it even sweeter, doesn't it?
It does. We've got a few more years with Virgil, and we got a lot of sophomores playing right now and juniors as well, so we got a lot of kids that are going to be coming back and continuing to help build the program here. And we're going to miss some of these seniors, obviously, but we got a bright future.
Yeah, Cade Kamler ran the route that we've expected him to run, but he wasn't within 20 yards of anybody when that ball was thrown, and he ran it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, he had a really good game, probably his best game of the season as well, and he did a good job setting up his routes and being able to get open so Quentin could find them, and Quentin always does a good job of finding those open wide receivers, but a credit to Cade for really working on that route and perfecting it throughout the week and then just making the play when his number was called.
Well, no doubt about it. In order to have the opportunity to find those guys, we've got to have an offensive line that's blocking, and on a regular basis, they gave Quentin plenty of time to be able to throw the ball, didn't they?
They did. They protected Quentin really well all year and opened up holes for Denver in the running game. And so we know, and as a staff and all of our players as well, know that it all starts up front for us on both sides of the ball. And our offensive line has just done a great job of opening up holes and helping Quentin in the pass protection and just continuing to finish blocks. And on the defensive side, our defensive line is doing a great job and getting better every week and allowing our linebackers to run around and make tackles. Corbin York and Trey Harden are both, leading the conference, are high up there in the conference in tackles, and so they're doing a great job. And that all starts with the guys up front kind of eating up blocks and opening up lanes for them to run through and make tackles.
Well, from up in the press box last week, we did not mention Corbin York or Trey Harden very much at all, and that's a credit to those guys up in front, isn't it?
It is. I mean, they did a great job of just continuing to make plays. And, Everson Tomlinson being back, it has been a big boost for our defensive line. And then you got Zach Goff has been a great senior leader for us. He's having a great senior year. And Bryce Warren is kind of the overall leader of that group. He's a junior, and he'll be back. And he's done a good job. And, Gabe Bastide did a great job coming off the bench and making some plays when he filled in for JR there for a little bit.
Yeah, and then, of course, Hudson Williams did exactly what we've grown to expect him to do. He had an 18-yard for a TD as well, didn't he?
He did, and he made a lot of good catches, and he's a really tough receiver to cover. He sets up his routes really well, and he's got great hands and good body awareness, and so you've really seen him and Quentin get on the same page the last few weeks, and they're going to be really tough to defend, down the stretch here.
Well, I think down the stretch, and this is just me, like I said, from up in the press box, a lot of people are watching Neosho, and a lot of times they're going to double team him, which is going to allow us to have someone else loose.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of what we got going right now is we've got a lot of really good skill players on offense, and so, if you want to double team Hudson or whoever it is, it's going to open up lanes for everybody else and opportunities for everybody else. And we've got a lot of unselfish players that are willing to, take on a double team if their buddy can get open or to block for each other. And that just goes back to the character of these kids and them understanding the big picture and being part of a team as opposed to being individuals.
All right, we've got Ozark tonight, and from all appearances, it looks like this could be a high-flying, high-scoring ball game.
Ozark's a good football team. Just like everybody else in this conference, they're going to come to play, and they've got a new head coach this year, so they've got some excitement over there. And they're doing some different things on offense that you're not used to really seeing around here. They'll get in spread formations, but they like to really kind of toss the ball on the perimeter and try and get their kids out in space. A lot of the same type of principles that we have, but they just do it in a completely different way. And so it should be a fun night, and we're excited about the opportunity.
All right, Coach, thanks so much for spending time with us, and let's go out and good luck on a good ball game tonight.
I appreciate it. Go Cats.
You've been listening to the Brandon Towdy Coaches Show. The Coaches Show is sponsored by New Mac Electric. We'll be back with more Wildcat football after this on the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is New Mac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is newmac.com or 417-451-1515. New Mac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
And welcome back to Bob Anderson Stadium. Hey, it's senior night, and what you're seeing right now are the seniors from the band program. Each one of them is being introduced. We'll see some more seniors before it's over with. I'm sure we're going to see senior cheerleaders. We're going to see senior football players, and rightfully so, recognizing all of those kids, because what they've done is they've spent 4 years getting to this point, and they need to enjoy it. So welcome back to Bob Anderson Stadium. You heard Brandon Towdy a few minutes ago say that he felt like we played a good ball game, Jim.
They certainly did. Very proud of what the Cats did last week down in Branson. Yes, it was an overtime loss, but they made a lot of progress on both sides of the ball. Offense, Quentin Hughes threw for 346 yards. Denver Welch just a little over 100 yards on the ground. A very balanced attack, and Quentin had numerous receivers, Mr. Hudson and Hudson Williams, and also Virgil Rozier, and then he had several others that got in on the act as well. But the defense was, got tired towards the end of the game, and that was the difference, where Branson was able to score first in that overtime period. But tonight's a different story. Look for a shootout in this ball game. I think there's going to be slinging that ball left and right, and I hope I get writer's cramps tonight, writing down all the scores for the Neosho Wildcats.
Well, what we know about Ozark is they come in with a spread offense. They will show many, many different formations. They'll show some misdirection. They'll be a lot of it will be in motion to begin with, and we certainly have seen their films as well as they've seen our films. So I'm pretty excited about where we're going and how. And I agree with you. I think it could very well be a shootout tonight. It should be an entertaining ball game.
Certainly will. Ozark is led by their quarterback. He's only a sophomore, number 3, quarterback Peyton Russell. He got some action last year. Ozark's been kind of that rebuilding year as well the past couple of years. They've had their ups and downs per se, and struggled on the past couple of seasons. So this could be the Cats' night to secure that first victory of the season.
Yeah, they won their first ball game. They beat Carl Junction, but that was all the way back in August, and they've lost 5 since then. So I think it's going to come down to who absolutely is the hungriest for a victory tonight, Jim.
It certainly could be, and we're going to find out. And once again, you're in tune to the KNEO Sports Network. Jim Jackson, John Ball, and Luke is with us tonight. Luke, good to have you with us again.
Hey, it's great to be here.
You know, we've missed you because John and I have been covering girls softball and loving every minute of it. And the girls, boy, a lot of kudos go out to them. Conference champions, first time in school history. They defeated Carthage the other night in extra innings, and that final score, was it 3-1?
Yes, it was
3-1. Yeah,
Sure
I mean, they all kind of run together, but they played a tremendous game, and district action for the girls softball starts October 12th. That's next Thursday, and they'll be playing in Joplin.
Yeah, while we're talking about that, we want to remind everybody that we will have audio only, so you and I will have to be back in the old radio days where we really print a picture. The reason why is Joplin is so very close, and talking with the school officials, we just felt like that instead of having to do video and going on the Misha portal and people having to pay $10 to watch the game, we can put it on audio free of charge. They can listen to the ball game, but more importantly, it's only about 20 miles over to Joplin. It's a great facility over there. These Lady Cats have proved they are worthy of your support, so jump in your car and get on over there. It's going to be in the 70s next week, it'll be great weather.
Should be a perfect afternoon, and some great action with teams coming out of Lee Summit and Ray Peck and teams out of the Kansas City area. All that action starts next Thursday at Joplin High School. Once again, you're in tune to the KNEO Sports Network. You want to take a quick time out? We'll come back with Keys for the Cats and get ready for this action here tonight from Bob Anderson Stadium. Ozark Tigers take on our hometown Wildcats of Neosho. We'll return after this.
The Freeman Family YMCA is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Serving the four-state area, the Freeman Family Y believes in putting Christian principles into practice through programs, building a healthy spirit, mind, and body. With 2 locations to serve the area in Grove, Oklahoma, and Neosho, the Freeman Family Y open 5:30 to 9 Monday through Saturday, 1 to 5 on Sunday. For more information, you can go online to ymcaswmo.org or call us at 417-455-9999.
Life is full of firsts. As the first and longest-serving Christian health cost-sharing ministry, CHM has shared medical expenses for its members since 1981. We believe you should have the freedom to focus on your health while being supported by a community of believers, giving you the opportunity to create many more firsts.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Clark Funeral Homes, with 2 locations, 312 South Wood Street in Neosho and Highway B at Highway 86 in Granby, is proud to be a part of these local communities. Established in 1890, they specialize in a variety of funeral service options, including traditional, cremation, and graveside services. They also offer monuments. Clark Funeral Homes, 417-451-2345, or online at clarkfuneralhomes.com, a sponsor of KNEO and Neosho Wildcat.
Hi, I'm Pastor Jeremy Bridges with the Canopy Church, and I want to give you some encouragement today. No matter how far you feel from God, right now, did you know He's never more than a prayer away? Psalm 145 says, "The Lord is near to all who call upon Him." If you need to reconnect with God today, He's just one prayer away. If you need to ask for forgiveness, He's just one prayer away. If you need God's help or guidance, all it takes is a prayer. If you haven't talked to God in weeks and you know your relationship with Him isn't as it should be, cry out to Him. It's just one prayer away. And if salvation is what you need, ask Him. He's just one prayer away. Have you talked to God today? He's waiting to hear from you. For KNEO Radio, I'm Jeremy Bridges.
Being a part of today's game and a part of the Neosho area is the Neosho Nazarene Church. They'd like to invite you to visit them sometime at the Neosho Nazarene Church on Fair Hill Drive, just off the boulevard. Sunday morning services are at 8 and 10:30, with Sunday school at 9:30. For more information, the phone number for the Neosho Nazarene Church is 417-451-1847 or online at neoshonaz.org. Go Wildcats.
It's time now for Keys for the Cats. Keys for the Cats tonight, as always, sponsored by your State Farm agent Eric Norris in Neosho. Eric and his team are here to help you go for two by combining your home and your auto insurance. It saves your time and money. Just another way to help life go right. You can contact your State Farm agent Eric Norris today. His phone number is area code 417-451-6666. And now with Keys for the Cats, here's John.
Well, Jim, we start off with C, and C stands for clean up. Cats had a great performance last week that was overshadowed by some penalties at the wrong time. A great performance tonight calls for discipline and execution. If we perform, keep our emotions in check, we've got a great job of winning at the Bob in front of our hometown crowd. A, last week we displayed a never-die attitude. Defense came together, causing 2 fumble recoveries, and they had 4 3-and-outs. It's opportunities like those turnovers that allows the offense to get on the field and do their stuff. T stands for time. Controlling the ball is controlling the time on the clock. The longer we have the ball, the more of the kind of drives that we've had, and we've had some 90-yard drives, we've had some 80-yard drives, we've had some 70-yard drives. The more we hold on to the ball, the less chance Ozark has to score. And S stands for sign on the dotted line. We're committed to a victory. Teamwork is every person being committed to the same goal. For those Wildcats that want to ring the bell after the ball game, it's going to take the commitment. And that commitment is of every person to play hard on the field, on the sidelines, and every member of the coaching staff being committed. And when it's over with, we can all run over there and ring that bell, Jim.
We like that, and you are absolutely right. The more points we score and outscore, we're going to ring that bell tonight. Let's hope that does happen. Once again, Keys for the Cats tonight, brought to you as always by your State Farm agent Eric Norris in Neosho. And you can contact Eric and his team anytime, Monday through Friday. Their phone number, 451-6666. John, we talk a lot about offense on both these teams. I think it may come down to defense and who can put a stop to this aerial attack from either team. And the Cats, when Quentin Hughes is on the mark, he is on the mark. He's thrown for 1,466 yards this season. He completes about 63% of his passes. He has some good receivers. They're all clicking right now, and he's finally gaining the momentum, and hopefully this will be the Cats' night tonight here at Bob Anderson Stadium.
Well, I think you're absolutely right. Coach Towdy told me today that we've normally got 3 linebackers over in the middle. We're going to take one of those linebackers out, and Virgil Rozier is going to start as the 3rd safety tonight in the backfield just because of that passing attack.
So maybe a good, smart move, and we shall see back there because, you've got the Patterson brothers. Boston's done a great job. You've got Kate Spiva back there and Brody Crane, and, they've had a workout the past several games, and they've put in a lot of extra work and for this game tonight. Once again, the crowd still coming in. A very cool night. Temperature in the mid-50s. Big change, John, from what we had the other day. Last week it was in the 80s. Monday, you and I were on the golf course. It was almost 90 degrees. And,
it was, wasn't it?
And such a big change. I mean, 55 degrees is comfortable, but we're just not acclimated to the cool temperatures yet. Do we need to take a timeout because the band's coming out, and they'll be having the national anthem, and we'll have our starting lineups here shortly on the KNEO Sports Network.
Yeah.
Hard work, dedication, and teamwork are vital to building a championship team. Those are just a few of the many qualities you'll find with the team at Satterley Plumbing, HVAC, and Mechanical Contractors. Since 1892, the Satterley team has been delivering championship service to Joplin and the surrounding area. Satterley is an authorized dealer for quality Lennox products and can keep your home feeling comfortable all year long. For repair or replacement of your current heating and air system, Contact the Satterley team today at 417-624-3660 or online at satterleyplumbing.com.
Are you hitting the road without the protection you need? Your car is your trusted companion, but it still needs a safety net. Get the auto insurance you deserve with Community Insurance. Our affordable plans are designed to protect you from life's little bumps and unexpected detours. Visit our website at firstcommunityinsurance.net or call us today at 870-793-9876. Community Insurance, your trusted companion on the road of life. Community Insurance is a subsidiary of First Community Bank.
And we'll pause momentarily for the playing of our national anthem. Once again, a fine job. Our national anthem as presented by the Neosho High School Marching Band. Senior night here at Bob Anderson Stadium. Good crowd on hand on a very cool, crisp night as we're about ready for the action, about 10 minutes away from the start of this ball game. John, I'm going to run down the starting lineups.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
We'll do that here for the visiting Ozark Tigers tonight. The Tigers coming into this ball game with a 1-5 record. They're led by sophomore quarterback number 3, Peyton Russell. Running backs tonight will be Jack Bowers and Brody Lawrence. The tight end, number 6, Jace Wadley. The wide receivers, the wideouts, J.P. Phillips and Brady Owens. The offensive tackles tonight are Jaron Jenkins and Logan Smith. The guards tonight are Carson Fickbaum, and the other one on the other side is Landon Baldwin. The center tonight, passing that ball back to the quarterback, number 56, Colin Cook. That's a look at the offensive starters for the visiting Tigers from Ozark. And now for your hometown Neosho Wildcats, here's John.
Yeah, for the Wildcats, starting off with the offensive side of the ball, it's going to be Quentin Hughes, number 15, senior quarterback that has over 5,000 passing yards. He was here at home when he eclipsed that great number here not too long ago. In the backfield, protecting him and getting the ball is Denver Welch, number 11. Wideouts are going to be number 1, Hudson Williams, number 2, Cade Camler, number 4, Tyrone Harris. And another wideout could very well be Siler Connor. And we'll see Brock occasionally in there as well. On the offensive line, it's going to be number 54, Willie Velasquez. He's the senior. On either side of him, Xavier Thomas and Romano Fluentes, who helped us out last week also by kicking off and kicking extra points. Ty Harden is going to be an offensive lineman with Roger Nethers. On the defensive side of the ball, number 14, Bryce Warren, is at one defensive line. On the end, the other defensive end is number 24, Zach Goff. Edward Polina is in the middle of the line, as is Evan Tomlinson, and he showed his worth last week. He was one of those that caused the fumble. Trey Harden and Corbin York will be the linebackers. In the backfield, we'll have 3 safeties, as we said earlier. Number 12, Virgil Rozier, will be a safety. Number 7, Cade Spiva will be a safety, and number 13, Brody Crane is a safety. On the 2 corners, it'll be Boston Patterson and Kenton Smith. We're excited about the Cats going. We're expecting them to come out here in just a few minutes. But, Jim, let's talk a little bit more about our Lady Cats for a few minutes. They ended up the season did not end up with, they broke their 12-game winning streak. They went over to Grove and got beat by a really, really great Grove softball team. And they came back home and they took care of business over in Carthage with the Tigers, which made them the outright champions for the COC Conference.
Very proud of what the Lady Cats have done this year. They finished the regular season with a mark of 24-6, but 3 of those losses, John, come to the hands of the Kickapoo Chiefs out of Springfield.
Who we are tied with for 8th place in the state in Class 5.
So anything could happen. We're facing a very, in the districts, Ray Peck out of Kansas City. They lost a game the other day. They have a record of 24-2, so they are beatable. Neosho's coming in with a number 2 seed. Ray Peck with that number 1 seed. First game Thursday afternoon at 5 o'clock. We'll be facing Lee's Summit. There's like a Lee Summit. East, north, south, and west up there, but this is just Lee's Summit High School, just off Highway 50 and 291 there in Lee Summit, Missouri. So
we say that we'll start that ball game about, and the reason we say about is you never know what tournament play is going to be, but hopefully we'll be able to start the pregame show at 4:30 and the first pitch at 5 o'clock.
Because there's ball games that start at 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 5, and 7 o'clock. They'll have 4 games on that first night. Won't be as many on the next night. If they should win and advance, they would play on Saturday afternoon at 3. Then the championship game on Monday, October 16th at 5:30 in the afternoon. So a great weekend of athletics. Next week, we're on the road. We'll be in Webb City. John, we're talking, and let's go back to football for just a moment, how tough this COC conference has been this year. Carthage coming in with a record of 3-3 tonight. Joplin with 3-3. Those have been powerhouses the past several years. And, some other teams are stepping up and moving up in the rankings. Republic having a tremendous season. Willard having the season that they never have had in the past 10 years. So, try to go figure that. So anything could still happen. I think, Cats are going to be in this ball game tonight. I think they should do very well against Joplin, who has annihilated Neosho in the past couple of years. It could be a different story this year, but they need to get things started tonight. This is a must-win for the Cats to get some momentum going towards the end of the season, heading into districts, which will be just 3 weeks away on October 27th.
Going back to talking with Coach Dayton Whitehead, the offensive coordinator, about the ball game last week, he said at the end of the ball game, the Branson coach came up to him and he said, "You all are the best 0-6 team in the state."
I believe that. They certainly are. They don't play like an 0-6 team. They don't lay down. They fight from the very beginning, and they give it their all. I know Coach Towdy's very proud of these young men, and they're getting better each week. No, the record does not indicate that, and the townspeople kind of said, "What's the matter with our team this year?" And I said, "Well, you need to get out there and watch. Come out and support the Cats because they are playing hard, and they deserve your support. And we're very proud of this team, and they're very well coached. And, it's just a tough conference, and it has been for many, many years."
Well, here's the thing about that. This is Coach Towdy's 3rd year here. And it continues to be a run and gun, if you will. Not gun and rocket, but run and gun type offense. And it takes roughly 3 years to get that in place, 4 years maybe. But as the kids develop more, the higher the expectations are. We had a pretty fair year last year. We had kids that were in the top of the state. Hughes was number 4 in the state in quarterback and passing. Seiler was number 2 in the state in rushing. Isaiah Green was number 5 and 7 in the state in receiving. And we lost a lot of those people. What that says is, from here on out, it's going to be really good because we've got some seniors graduating, but we're going to have kids next year that have been in this system for 4 years.
Well, the Neosho Wildcats coming onto the field right now. And, John, you're getting back to stats. Quentin Hughes on mark to gain 2,000 yards in passing this year alone. Denver Welch, who is the main running back, he has 639 yards rushing. He could have a 1,000-yard mark. We have this game tonight. and 2 more in regular season, and then district action, like we mentioned, in 3 weeks away, and then your season is just about over. And of course, if you go through the state playoffs, that'll be held most of the month of November before they eventually crown eventual state champions around the Thanksgiving weekend.
Well, as you said, the Cats are back out on the field. We've come through the crowd. The band has done a just superb job of standing out there waiting for them and then playing. You can't say enough about this band. And unfortunately, we will have a halftime show, and we'll have the band out there. You'll be able to see what they're doing, but they are a great, great band. We're going to get ready to have the coin flip. So, Luke, let's take another minute timeout and come back.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
People's Bank of Seneca, proudly investing in our community and you since 1996. Locations in Joplin, Neosho, and Seneca. Bank PBS, peoplesbankofseneca.com.
Welcome back to Bob Anderson Stadium. It's not only senior night, but it is also pink night, and there's a lot of our student body out there in pink, signifying Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We had a pink night for the softball team. Unfortunately, we weren't able to be there because we were at the Branson football game the other night. Right now, we're getting ready to have the flip of the coin. Neosho captains are Quentin Hughes, Drake Swift, Willie Velasquez, and Trey Harden.
And the referee explaining the situation to the captains from both sides at this point. And he's about ready to come back and flip. We want to thank our referee and officials that are with us tonight. They always do a tremendous job. It's always a tough game. And tonight you don't have to worry about a lot of timeouts for the heat, John, or a lot of extra water breaks because the temperature is just ideal for high school football.
You know, I did find out this week what the commotion was when we stopped the ball game last week in Branson, and we had one of our players come over and actually point to the Branson sideline what was happening, and there were a lot of officials up on our side. They had someone out there with a laser.
Okay.
That was bouncing off everybody, but thank goodness for the officials and thank goodness for everything that was going on. They found out who that was, and they escorted that gentleman out of the football field. That is something that is so dangerous, 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 and I would hope there is never a fan out here, our side or theirs, that would take the time to try to mess with somebody, because if they got in somebody's face, it could be damaging.
Certainly could. On the coin flip, Ozark has won the coin toss. They've deferred to receive in the second half. Neosho will defend the south goal. Ozark will be their backs to the north goal tonight. Light breeze coming. It was a little breezy earlier today. It's died down. Temperature in the mid-50s, and we are just about ready for high school football. Waiting for Ozark to get onto the field. They will be kicking off. Back deep. We have number 1, Hudson Williams here on the near side. On the far side of the field is Tyrone Harris.
And Boston Patterson is the up man, so there's a little bit of a change there also. We're getting some people that have really got some hands upwards a little bit closer to the 50-yard line. Boston Patterson is about at the 15th. The other two guys are there at about the 5-yard line. Brody Crane is standing on about the 35-yard line.
Number 11, Sam Clark, will be kicking off for the Ozark Tigers. And we are just about ready to be underway. You're in tune to the KNEO Sports Network. Jim Jackson, John Ball, and Luke Taylor. And we are ready for action in Neosho tonight. The kick is a good one all the way back. It'll be a touchback. It's in the end zone. And, John, we saw a good kicking game last week from the Branson Pirates as Sam Clark looks like he has a leg on him as well.
Really, really does, and the Cats will take over at the 20-yard line. And, most of these guys have seen Boston Patterson since he was a freshman and have kicked away from him, and I guess that's the very best way to kick away from him is put it in the end zone.
Quentin Hughes, number 15 in the backfield, along with number 11, Denver Welch. 4 receivers out, 2 on the near side and 2 on the top of your screen. Cats are capable of scoring quickly. And the long count, coach still calling in some signals. Wanted to make sure. 3-man line, 3-4 defense coming in. A run right up the middle, a gain of about 4 on the play. Denver Welch takes the initial snap. Nice little run. They give him only about 3 yards on this. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Clock did not start for whatever reason. They're having some trouble here in the press box. Low snap. And smartly, Quentin Hughes just throws it out of bounds. There was a receiver in the area, Hudson Williams over there, but
he had 2 guys staring down his throat, so Quentin Hughes made the right decision to throw that ball out of bounds.
3rd down and 7 for the Cats from their own 23-yard line, just underway, no score. The snap back to Hughes. He's got some room. It's a toss. He's got enough for a 1st down up to the 35-yard line. Cade, a nice catch from Kemmerer. Wide open. They'll mark it on the 36-yard line. 1st and 10, Wildcats. 11:45 to go in the first period. Cats are on the move with the initial 1st down of the ball game. Here comes Hughes to throw again. Oh, almost intercepted. Number 8 for Ozark was in the general vicinity. That was Brady Owens.
Yeah, I'm not real sure what happened that time. I don't think that maybe Quentin Hughes and Williams were on the same page, because that was not even close to where Williams was when the ball was thrown.
2nd down and 10 for the Cats. Here comes Hughes again. He's being pressured. The throw to Williams. Let's see if he was in bounds.
Yeah, he was in bounds. The ball's going to be spotted on about the 45.
Just short of a 1st down. It'll bring up 3rd down and less than a yard for the Cats. Nice catch from Hudson Williams. He's been the top receiver for these Cats this season. It's a handoff to Welch. He has enough. If he falls forward, it looks like it will be a 1st down for the Cats. It is a 1st down, marked right at the 47-yard line, still inside Wildcat territory. This is where the Cats have done so well in the opening drives of the season. They did well against Republic and Carthage and Branson last week. Here comes Hughes. He's in trouble. He's going to be brought down. There's a fumble on the play. And let's see who they're going to call it for. It's right at the 45-yard line.
And the Cats have still got the ball.
They were lucky to get that one back. Hughes was pressured. He was trying to step up inside the pocket. He had just collapsed on him. 2nd down and about 12 to go. Under 11 minutes to play here in the initial period at Bob Anderson Stadium. Hughes back to throw. He's going to go deep all the way down to number 1, Williams. He was out of bounds.
That ball was thrown way up in the air, and Williams had to come back for it, but there was a receiver there. Number 10 is Tegan Scott for Ozark.
Timing was just not in that play there. Williams, like you said, John, had to come back, had to stop and wait on the ball, and no interference. 3rd down and long, 3rd and 12 for the Cats. Here's a big play coming up. Ball right at the 45-yard line.
I look for Cade Kammer right up the middle just as he gets on the outside of the safeties.
He's got a man. Here comes Hughes. He's going to run for it. He's wide open. If he can get that 1st down, he's going to be short. He's across midfield. He ran a lot of yardage, but sideways, and he's going to be brought down on about the 46-yard line. Going to be about 3 or 4 yards short. Now they'll spot it on the 47, and the Cats are going to go for it, it looks like. And I said, why not? What do we have to lose? It's 4th down and 4. Here comes the Cats.
Well, I think you see the tempo of the ball game being set right here.
3 men here on the near side of the field, 1 out wide at the top of your screen.
There's a hard count, but they sure weren't biting on it. And there's ball goes to Hudson Williams, and he's off to the races.
And that's Welch.
That's Welch. That is Denver Welch. It was. Touchdown.
Touchdown Wildcats. 46-yard touchdown for the Wildcats. They have been notorious for scoring here quickly. 46-yard TD to Mr. Welch. Welch has scored all the rushing touchdowns for the Cats, and here gets another through the air. 6-0 Neosho. 9:56 to go in the first period. Extra point coming. Kate Spiva will be the holder.
Carty is getting ready to make the kick.
The snap, the kick is up. It is good. Our score with 9:56 to go in the first period. Neosho 7, Ozark nothing. We'll return after this on the KNEO Sports Network.
Sam Gorham and Aaron Mitchell are your specialty risk insurance agents for Neosho and the surrounding area. They've been involved in Neosho sports since their own high school days and know the importance of athletic competition and how it teaches students life lessons every day. For all your home, auto, life, farm, ranch, and crop insurance needs, call Sam Gorham today at 417-850-5116 or Aaron Mitchell at 417-483-8337. You can also learn more online at specialtyriskinsuranceagency.com. Go Wildcats!
Welcome back to Bob Anderson Stadium with 9 minutes and 56 seconds left in the first quarter. A 56-yard pass play from Quentin Hughes to Denver Welch, and the PAT was good. The Cats are up by a score of 7-0. They're getting ready to kick off to the Ozark Tigers.
Well, it's a good start for the Cats. They've done that in the past several ball games until their defense, the opponent's defense, has figured things out. So let's hope that continues tonight. Here comes the kickoff from Blant Carty. It's a good one, going to be returned. Picked up on about the 15. Got some room off to the right side, the top of your screen, across the 40-yard lines before he's brought down on a 42. Nice run back of about 32 yards.
Cats started that drive on their 20-yard line, so Jim, that was an 80-yard drive for the Cats. Did exactly what we needed to do, hung onto the ball, ate up some of the clock, and scored at the end.
Well, the Tigers 1st and 10. They'll spot the ball on the 41-yard line. They're led by sophomore quarterback, number 3, Peyton Russell. Got Bowers and Lawrence in the backfield.
They've got a wide open backfield. That tells you pretty much what they're going to do.
And they're going to throw right off the bat. It's incomplete.
Nice job by Boston Patterson being there just about the time the ball got there and made the hit on number 42. Let's see who that is.
That's J.P. Phillips.
That is J.P. Phillips. Yeah, just about the right time, and he was not able to hang on to the ball.
Patterson's already had 1 pick and 6 earlier in the season against the Willard Tigers. Let's see what he can do against the Ozark Tigers.
They're set up in almost a semi-flex bone offense.
One man.
And now they've got a man in motion. They said that they did this. There was a lot of misdirection, and that's exactly what happened.
And a nice run by number 2, Jack Bowers, the running back. Gain of about 9 yards on the play. Bring up 3rd down and short yardage for the Tigers.
Well, it's going to take a minute or two for the defense to start figuring out exactly when the motion comes about, what the misdirection is going to be, but there was certainly a wide open spot for Bowers that time.
2 men wide here on the left side, on the near side of the field on your screen. 1 on the backfield. Handoff up the middle of Bowers again. He stopped at the 45, but not before he gains a Tiger 1st down. You know, John, earlier in the season, this misdirection play has caused a lot of problems on the defense for the Wildcats.
Yeah, it did, and certainly taking one person off of the line, as it were, to put in the backfield makes things just a tad different. So, but I'm sure our Cats are going to adapt real quickly, and we're going to see a great job by the defense tonight.
Ball spotted on the 45-yard line. Here's a handoff once again, drugged down.
Yeah, nice job that time by Trey Harden. You could see him blitzing over there on the other side. He came across the backfield. Nobody touched him and came over to this side and made the tackle.
8:35, clock is running here in the first period. Neosho on top of Ozark, 7-0. And the ball spotted on the 44-yard line. 2nd down and 9 for the Tigers. Their initial drive tonight.
Here's another formation change yet. Quarterback
sure.
Russell telling everybody what to do, and there's a fullback in the backfield, and there's 2 slot backs.
A lot of variation. There's a nice pass off to the left side once again to Bowers.
Great job by the Cats that time. And
there's a flag, John, a late flag coming in. I don't know if it's face mask or horse collar, but to bring him down, he was grabbing anything he could get a hold of.
That was a great job by Corbin York to fight off the person, and then it's going to be a face mask, and it's going to cost the Cats 15 yards. But a great job of him fighting off the blocker in front of him and reaching out. Unfortunately, when he reached out, it got a hold of the face mask.
John, penalties hurt, as you remember last week against Branson. A lot of late penalties, and you know, you could say that's one factor that cost them the game, to allow Branson to get back into it. And let's hope they can correct that tonight. Ball spotted on the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. After that face mask penalty, they'll toss it out once again to Bowers. Got some room off the right side across the 20 down to about the 15-yard line before he's brought down on the far side of the field.
Boston Patterson making the tackle that time. There were 3 Cats in the backfield that time, so we are being able to get into the backfield if we can just grab a hold of the misdirection.
1st and 10 Tigers, ball just shy of the 15-yard line. They're on the march. This is their initial drive. Cats would like to put a stop to this nonsense. Get a turnover. There's Bowers once again. Oh, nice tackle.
A fumble, and the Cats have got the ball.
Just as we said, Cats get it back. Nice drive, all for naught.
Bryce Warren was the one that picked that fumble up.
Good move by the defense, and that's what it takes to stay in this ball game.
Correct me, the public address announcer said it was Virgil Rozier, one of those 3 safeties that bounced on that ball.
Virgil wears number 12. He's also a good wide receiver. Well, here comes the Cats, 7:21 left in the first period.
12-yard line, aren't they?
They're on about the 16.
16.
Yeah, there's a nice pass. There's to Welch again. Some room across the left side. Enough for a 1st down across the 25 to about the 28-yard line before he's brought out of bounds on the far side of the field. John, if that works on one time, keep trying it. And Welch is quick. He's a good receiver coming out of the backfield.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
There's Tyrone Harris. It's completed on the far side. He picks up about 5 yards on that play. And he's taken down. The ball will be spotted on the 36-yard line. Cats are on the move. Their 2nd drive of the evening. They scored on their 1st possession. That's where we stand 7-0. Here comes Welch again out of the backfield. He's still on his feet. He's still turning. He's thrown down. What a nice 2nd effort. And he gets another Wildcat 1st down. And they'll spot the ball on about the 43-yard line. Still in Wildcat territory. Crowd loving this tonight. Good crowd here. Very crisp night for high school football. Handoff. No, he's going to throw this time to Hudson Williams
coming across the middle.
He's all the way down to the 44-yard line. A nice little pass coming off to the right side. First catch from Williams tonight. 2nd catch, I guess you could say. Got one earlier on the sideline. Hughes in the backfield with Welch. Hands off to Welch to the right side. Has a little bit of room.
He's going to gain about 2, looks like.
Not much there. .606 left to go in the first period. 7-0 Neosho. Hughes back again, passing back over to Williams. He's got some room down to the 30, and he's pushed out of bounds. And they'll spot the ball just shy of the 30-yard line. That'll be enough for another Wildcat first down. Clock is stopped at 5:55 to go. Initial quarter. Ozark visiting Neosho. Handoff to Welch again. He's got some room. He's across the 25 down to about the 24-yard line. It's short of a first down. Cats on the move. This drive started after recovering a Tiger fumble back around the 16-yard line. Here comes Williams again. Little swing out pass. Not much there. He's back to the original line of scrimmage. And that's where they'll spot it on the 24. No gain. 5:10 left to go in the first period.
We're doing a great job of mixing things up. Give the ball away to, and there he goes, Denver Welch right up the middle, and that sets up an opening for a pass play, and there's a first down.
Across the 20, down to about the 7. Let's see where they'll spot it. Back to the 19-yard line. But it is, like you said, enough for a first down. 5 minutes to go in the first period. Hughes and Welch in the backfield. It's a little swing out pass. Here comes Welch. He's going to be brought down on the 15-yard line. Cats are moving the ball at will right now. I'd like to see them continue this throughout the evening.
That's second and about 8 for the Cats down on the, looks like the 15-yard line. And there's a pass right up the middle to Cade Camler.
And that'll be enough for another Wildcat first down, brought down inside the 10, all the way down to the 5-yard line. So Quentin Hughes has a host of receivers that he's tossing to tonight. Everybody's getting into the action. Down to the 5-yard line, first and goal for the Cats. Right up the middle, Denver Welch, he's pushed back on about the 3. And that's about all that he can gain on that carry. Bring up second down.
But one of the things about it, when you've got the kind of tools that we've got the type of weapons that we've got out there, and we're just now getting used to being able to use them all, and you're seeing Hughes spread it out to a little bit of everybody, sharing the wealth. And there goes Denver Welch up the middle, and he's going to score.
Touchdown, Wildcats. 3-yard run by Welch again. That carry coming at the 3:48 mark. 3-yard TD, Welch. Scores now 13-0. Neosho with the extra point attempt coming up. John, the Cats look good on that drive.
They really did, and the thing about it is they started at their own 12-yard line, so that gives them another 88-yard. My math's right, and the McCarty kick is up and good.
And our score with 3:48 to go in the first period, Neosho 14, Ozark nothing. We'll return after this on the KNEO Sports Network.
Today's Wildcat game is brought to you by Edgewood Bowling Center of Neosho, Missouri. Located at 2811 Gardner Edgewood Drive, they now have new synthetic lanes for adult and children bowling leagues and a smoke-free environment. They also have a certified pro shop and hosting for private parties. They offer Cosmic Glow Bowling on Fridays and Saturdays after 9 p.m. To learn more about Edgewood Bowling Center and their leagues for adults and children, the phone number is 417-451-4505.
People's Bank of Seneca, proudly investing in our community and you since 1996. Locations in Joplin, Neosho, and Seneca. Bank PBS, peoplesbankofseneca.com.
Welcome back to Bob Anderson Stadium with 3 minutes and 48 seconds left in the first quarter. The Neosho Wildcats are on a roll. They're up by a score of 14-0 over the Ozark Tigers. We've had two really good long drives, Jim, and we've taken virtually all the time off of the clock.
They certainly have, and both have been long drives, one an 80-yard, the other 84-yard drives, and they've looked good, and they've run at will. They've mixed up their plays. Here comes the kick. It's a short one, going to be taken right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Tigers up to the 26-yard line. Brought down. Cats are swarming on defense, and that's where the Tigers will start. First and 10. 3:41 to go in this first period. If you just joined us here on the KNEO Sports Network, Neosho on top of Ozark 14-0. And Ozark, their lone win this season coming against Carl Junction, and Carl Junction barely beat Neosho earlier in the season at Carl Junction. Very tough COC action. Here comes Peyton Russell in the backfield again.
And he's got one back there in the backfield with him. He's got 3 wideouts over on this side and 1 on the other side.
He's back to throw. He's got some time. He's going deep. He's got one man open.
Not even close.
Overthrown. I don't see a flag. That pass was intended for number 11 for the Tigers. A lot of Wildcats back there on defense. John, I like the thought, putting an extra safety back there, somebody who is a speedster.
Yeah, number 11 was Sam Clark. Looked like he gave up on it just as he got through the route.
Russell back, lone back in the backfield right now. Got 3 men here on the left side, 1 at the top. It's a quick pass, slant pass across the middle, gain of about 6 yards, up to about the 33-yard line. Bring up 3rd down for the Tigers.
Well, we had our inside linebackers blitzing that time, so that kind of left that open, and tells you about a sophomore quarterback who's willing to take a hit in order to pick up a few yards for his team.
3rd and 4 for the Tigers. Russell in the backfield again. He likes to throw as well. Everybody's out wide.
Changing the play. 2 minutes and 58 seconds left in the first period. Cats up by a score of 14-0, and there's a throw right up the middle.
Bowers on the reception up to the 40-yard line before he's brought down, but more importantly, it's a Tiger 1st down. The chains will move.
And brought down by Brody Crane and Kate Spiva.
Ball just across the 40-yard line. Chains are set. Clock is winding, moving right now. 2:40 to go here in the first period. Wildcats on top 14-0. Good crowd here. A lot of folks travel down the interstate and Highway 60 from Ozark to be with us tonight. Bowers in motion in the backfield. They'll pitch it back to him. Oh, he's brought down quickly.
Nice job in there that time by Crane and, let's see, it looks like Patterson. They were not fooled by under any circumstances.
He's going to lose about 2 on that play.
Well, that wasn't Patterson. That was Corbin York. Came across the line and was just sitting there waiting on him.
Rozier back on the left side and the cornerback for the Cats. Now they go back into their tightened offense.
You know, we've had a little bit of a change. Kenton Smith has gone back to the safety position, and Brody Crane is going up to that cornerback slot.
Misdirection play, handing it off. Clark again, and it's enough for a Tiger 1st down. They're on the move. They're inside Wildcat territory. Ball spotted at the 47-yard line. Pickup of almost 15 yards on that play. Nice running play by the Tigers.
Bryce Warner back in for the Cats.
Tigers spreading it out just a little bit here. 3 men off to the right side of the top of your screen. 1 here on the near side. Bowers in motion. Going to toss it over to Bowers. He's got some room. Oh, he's brought down. A short gain.
Yeah, well, it looks like there was about 4 Cats pursuing him. Let's see who got up with that. That was number 7. It was Zach Goff and number 7, Kate Spiva, on the tackle.
Ball spotted at the 45-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Tigers. Clock is running. Under a minute left to play here in the first period. Neosho on top, 14-0. Russell on the backfield. Bowers behind him. He fakes a handoff. Quarterback keeper.
Nice job by Zach Goff that time. He was not biting on that, and he brought him down probably 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
He threw him back, so no gain on the play. See where the forward motion at the 49. They've only lost officially about 2 yards on the play, but you're right, John. He slung him all around in the backfield. It's 3rd down and long, 3rd and 12 for the Tigers. Big play for the Wildcats. They need to stop right here. Down to 10 seconds left in the first period. Long count. Here comes Russell. He's being pressured.
There's a nice job that time by Kenton Smith to pressure pressure him to get him to throw the ball out of the way.
Clock is stopped. 3 seconds left to go on that incomplete pass. It'll be 4th down and 12. And let's see what the Tigers are going to do. They haven't sent in their punter yet. Looks like they're going to go for it.
J.R. Polina was in the backfield in Russell's face that time also.
Well, the Cats need to put a stop right here, and if they could, they will have excellent field position. Last play in the first period, and he goes back. He is going to punt.
Pooch kick. And
Boston Patterson back there. Ball bouncing, takes a Tiger bounce inside the 10, down to about the 8-yard line. And that's where the Cats will take over. Clock is down to 0. That's the end of the first period. Neosho 14, Ozark nothing. We'll take a timeout and return on the KNEO Sports Network.
Compton CPA Group PC, located at 112 Northwood in Neosho, is a full-service accounting firm and is proud to support the Neosho Wildcats. Compton CPA Group PC can assist you at every stage of your financial life and help you work toward your financial goals. From tax preparation to bookkeeping services, Compton CPA Group PC has you covered. For all your tax and business affairs, call 417-451-2932 or learn more at ComptonCPAGroup.com.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
And welcome back to Bob Anderson Stadium. The Neosho Wildcats are taking over. So far, Jim, in the first quarter, they had 164 all-purpose yards. That's a kind of offense that we've been used to, and they're certainly clicking tonight.
Another quick pass this time here on the far side, or near side. That's to Tyrone Harris, number 4. Gain of about 4 on the play. It's third possession for the Cats. They've scored long drives, 80 yards, and also 84 yards. And they're in this ball game. They're playing tough tonight, defense and offensively. Here's a handoff to Welch up the right side, off right tackle across the 20-yard line. That should be enough for a first down. We'll see where they officially spot it. And it is. Mr. Referee, Mr. Line Judge says, let's move the chains, boys, and they are. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Just underway in the second period. Cats on top 14-0. Hughes back to throw. He wants to go deep. He's got Harris open. It's just overthrown about a yard. He let him just a little bit too much. A nice pass. Harris had his man beat.
Yeah, he did. That would have been another Wildcat touchdown, just overthrown by a Tash. But nice job by Hughes to stand in there in the pocket with 3 Tigers breathing down his neck.
2nd down and 10 for the Cats. Hughes in the backfield with Denver Welch. Welch has already scored the handoff. He's got a little bit of room. And he stopped shy of the 25, maybe a pickup of 2 yards on that play. Clock is still running, 11:05 to go in the second period. You're in tune to the KNEO Sports Network with Jim Jackson, John Ball, and Luke Taylor.
3 wideouts on the far side, and Alone Harris over here on this side as the ball is snapped.
Hughes back to throw. He's under pressure. He's got a man open. Overthrown to Brock Pyle.
That ball was for Brock Pyle. He did a nice job of eluding all of the rushers that time, and just the ball was just a little bit too far in front of him.
It'll bring up 4th down, and the Cats will be forced to punt. Ball spotted on their 22-yard line, so nothing doing. 3 and out. Wow, let's see. Actually, they had a first down on this series. That's about all they could muster because the ball started on about the 8-yard line.
Hudson Williams back to punt the ball for the Cats.
Yeah, it's a nice little punt. Got to be down on the 49-yard line. So the Tigers will start over with good field position. 14-0 Neosho as we switch sides.
You know, this is a good time for the defensive Cats to make a stand.
Cats couldn't quite get it to the, Hughes just trying to go for the marbles there, and the timing was just not there with Tyrone and Brock.
Yeah, I think sometimes when we throw those little slant passes behind and into the middle and over to one side, then we gain a lot more. And here's a quarterback.
He's hit hard on about the 47-yard lines. He was looking to throw, but on the far side, he was brought down, a gain of about 2 on that play.
Brought down by Trey Harden and Corbin York that time. He picks up about 2.
Clock running, 10:15 to go before halftime. Neosho still up 14-0. This is where you don't want to let the Tigers. What kind of offense is that?
Well, that was pretty interesting. They lined up about 7 deep. It looked like for a minute.
It sure looked like dominoes out there. And one man in motion. Clark moves to the left, hand off to the right. Here comes Bowers. He's taken down on the 45.
He's taken down by Brody Crane.
Bowers on the run, not much doing, just across the 45-yard line.
It's 3rd and 6.
9:40 to go before halftime. Tigers have used a lot of different formations tonight, trying to mix up their plays and catch the Cats off guard, but so far nothing doing. Cats have added that extra safety.
I'd say Ozark now is in 4-down territory. What have they got to lose? There's 9:21 left in the half.
3rd and 6 for the Tigers. Ball spotted just across the 45-yard line. Russell back to throw. He's got a man over here. Incomplete. Intended for Brody Lawrence. And he couldn't find the handle. That'll bring up 4th down for the Tigers.
I think he felt footsteps coming his direction. There were 2 Cats that were right there ready to get him.
See what the Tigers decide to do.
Yeah, now they're back to that place. It looks like they may try that little pooch kick again.
Clark is back in there. Number 11, Russell coming out.
The other thing they might be doing is they might be going for the fake right here. So the Cats are up on the line. They're ready and they are watching. Number 11 is Sam Clark, and they're going to call a timeout.
Well, they had the quarterback, Russell, playing the wide receiver spot on the top of your screen on the far side of the field. Try to do a little trickery and catch the Cats off guard. 9:11 to go before halftime. Cats on top 14-0.
Well, we've got a timeout, Luke. Let's thank some of our sponsors.
Yes, we want to thank the people who make this game possible today. Edgewood Bowling Center of Neosho, People's Bank of Seneca, Missouri Southern State University, Satterley Plumbing, Compton CPA Group, First Community Bank, Specialty Risk Insurance, and ProLube Tire and Auto Center.
It's not going to surprise me at all for them to come out in punt formation and try some sort of a fake punt at this point, Jim.
No, this drive started on the 49. They've only picked up about 5 yards, and we'll see what's kind of trickery they've got planned. Cats are playing well on defense right now.
Yeah, Clark is kind of back into that pooch kick position. They've got all kinds of wideouts out there, and now they're going to change around, and Clark is going to come up to this side of the line, and the ball is snapped.
They throw it off to the side. It's completed. It's close to a first down.
It's going to be close, but it looks like it's
Phillips on the reception here on the near side of the field.
Yeah, and that was Brody Crane on the tackle.
Well, they needed 6 yards, and it looks like they gained 7. So it's 1st and 10. They need to move the chains. They haven't got the word to move that, but nice play by the Tigers to keep this drive alive. Ball spotted on the 38-yard line. This drive started on their own, the Wildcat 49-yard line. Here comes the Tigers. Russell in the backfield. Hands off to Bowers, off left tackle. Right up the side. Back across the 35-yard line.
He's going to pick up about 4 on that play, and he was tackled by a host of Cats that time, led by Corbin York.
Ball just across the 35, almost to the 34-yard line. Clock down to 8:30 to go before halftime. Wildcats remain on top, 14-0. It's 2nd down and 6 for the Tigers. Russell running left, wanting to throw. He does. He's got a man open, And let's see if it's complete.
He's out of bounds.
No,
he caught the ball, but he did step out of bounds afterwards.
And ball will be spotted all the way down to about the 21-yard line. A nice run and pass by the quarterback, Russell.
Thought there was going to be a holding call on the backfield that time, but it didn't happen that way. So
another 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Ball on the Wildcat 21-yard line. One man in motion, moving left.
Clock shows 8:15 on the clock. Trey Harden in there that time, and it's also Virgil Rozier making that tackle.
Bowers is getting a workout tonight for the Tigers. He's been the workhorse.
He has. Between he and Denver Welch, maybe they just ought to line up head-to-head when we come back from half.
Not much of a gain, about a half a yard. Be 2nd down and 9 for the Tigers. Clock down to 7:40 before halftime. Clark in motion to the left side. Hey, move it around to Bowers again. He's got some room. He could go.
He's going to run.
It's going to be a touchdown. 21-yard touchdown run by Bowers. And the Tigers are on the board.
Well, that was a nice job by Bowers that time because he did just exactly what we call bounce. He bounced into a couple of players and turned around and bounced back again and was wide open.
He made that look easy. Caught the Cats moving left, and he went right. Here comes the extra point attempt for the Tigers. And the kick is up. It's a good one. Our score was 7:30 left to go in the second period. Neosho 14. Ozark Tigers 7. We'll return after this on the KNEO Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us, it's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
Welcome back to Bob Anderson Stadium. Clark's getting ready to kick off for the Tigers, and the ball is going back, and it's going to be picked up by number 4, Tyrone Harris, and he's about the 20-yard line. He's bouncing off of a couple of people. Looks like he's going to pick up another 4 yards or so with 7 minutes and 22 seconds left in the first half. The Tigers have battled back, and the score is 14-7. And with the play-by-play, here's Jim Jackson.
All right, thanks, John. Yeah, 49-yard drive, and they did well. Bowers with a nice 21-yard run off right side for the, so far, lone touchdown for the Ozark Tigers. Cats are in business right now. Ball spotted on about the 18-yard line. 1st and 10, the handoff up the middle. Here comes Welch. He's got a little bit of room.
It looks like he's going to pick up about 6 before they drag him back.
This is where both sides are just going to slug it out right down the middle.
Number 5, Frankie Munoz for the Tigers, basically had a clean shot at Hughes that time. It's a good thing that here goes
Welch is on the move.
Welch. He's on the move, and he is going to go.
No, one man's going to catch him all the way down to the 15-yard line. Nice run from the 30. 54-yard run right up the middle by Mr. Welch. Ball spotted on the 16-yard line, and the Cats are in business again. They'd like to get that touchdown back. They're going to hand it off to him again. He's got room, and there's a flag, but he's down about the 10-yard line. Run right up the middle.
And looks like that it's Let's see what the preliminary call is. It was in the back.
It's a hold. It's going to go against the Cats. I'm sure they'll bring that ball back 10 yards, and they will. Mr. Welch has been the workhorse for the Cats tonight, and they'll bring it back to about the 23-yard line, so that'll bring up long yardage for the Cats to make up. Hughes and company. Welch in the backfield. 2 men off to the left, 2 on the far side of the field at the top of your screen. He's got a man open. Oh, just in and out of the hands of Tyrone Harris. Tyrone couldn't hang on. He was down to the 15, would have got some of that yardage back. And that'll bring up 3rd down.
Number 20, Kason Roan, is in the backfield for the Cats, giving Welch a little bit of a breather.
It's long yardage. They need 17. They need to get down to about the 7-yard line. Hughes back to throw. He wants to throw. He does. He's got a man. Oh, almost intercepted. And they knew it. Number 22 is in on the play. That was Peyton Bullinger for Ozark. In and out of his hands.
Throwing the ball in that kind of traffic is iffy at best.
3rd down and 17 to go for the Cats. Hughes in the backfield, along with Welch. No, number 20.
Yeah. That is Roan. He's in for Welch. Hopefully Welch, I'm trying to see where number 11, here he's coming back in, but there was a good pickup that time by Roan, and it looks like the Cats are going to, Bacardi's back there. I believe we're going to go for a field goal.
Going to try one.
Yes, sir.
It's 4th down at about 12. 6 minutes to go. The ball is on about the 18. They'll kick it from the 25, make it a 35-yard field goal. Let's see if he has the leg. He's usually pretty accurate, but that's pretty good distance for him. The wind, not much wind. The kick is up. It's a low one.
And
it's good. Good. 35-yard field goal for the Cats. I think that's one of their first ones they've had this season. And that now makes the score 17-7 in favor of Neosho on top of Ozark. Let's take a short time out and return right after this on the KNEO Sports Network.
Southwest Missouri Bank in Neosho serves the Neosho area from 2 locations. They offer business banking services including checking and savings accounts, business loans, and electronic banking. Learn more online at smbonline.com. Southwest Missouri Bank, a proud sponsor of community broadcasting on KNEO, equal housing lender, member FDIC, where their slogan is Southwest Missouri Bank, we can do that.
Some sponsors we'd like to thank this evening: Southwest Missouri Bank, Farm Bureau agent Josh Dodson, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Calvary Baptist Church of Neosho, the Neosho Daily News, and Crowder College. Thank you to them for making this game possible tonight.
5:44 left in the first half, and the Cats are up by 10. If we had that replay again, what a great job by Cade Spiva, because that ball was almost rolled back to him, and he picked it up and had the presence of mind to get it in place for Bacardi to get the 3 points. So congratulations to several Cats that time.
They did a great job. This is an important series for the Cats. They need to put a stop to this and show who's boss right now in their home. Here's a good kick by Bacardi down to the 10-yard line. It'll be returned up around the 20, 25, 30, 32-yard line, brought down by a host of Cats.
Yeah, brought down by Roan, who was just in for a little while ago for the Cats, giving Denver Welch a breather.
5:37 to go before halftime. Neosho now on top 17-7, 10-point lead.
And like you said, Jim, this is a really important drive for both teams, because nobody wants to, Ozark does not want to go in with this kind of a deficit at halftime, and the Cats don't want to give them a chance to do otherwise. Nice job that time by number 62 for the Neosho Wildcats, and that was Xavier Tomlinson. And he put the pressure on Preston Russell, or Peyton Russell, and the ball was for naught.
Russell didn't have much on that, no zip on that ball that time, and just a little underthrown. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Tigers.
The Cats are showing a little bit of a different defensive formation again. They've got their 3 safeties back in the back and moved Brody Crane up a little bit.
And it's underthrown as well. They couldn't find the handle. Had a man open, just trying to go off the right side to dump it off and try to pick up some yardage, but nothing doing. I was watching Boston Patterson. He's playing left corner on this side. You got Cade Spive in the middle. And number 10 on the far side as well, Brody Crane. Doing a good job in their safety positions tonight. Not letting the Tigers get much. Here's another nice long throw. It's complete on the far side of the field. It will be enough, just enough, for a Tiger first down. That'll move the chains. Ball up to about the 43-yard line. Tigers on the move.
Nice decision by Canton Smith that time to not try to break in and break that ball up, knowing that if he doesn't hit it, that's going to be a touchdown. He took 2 steps back and waited for the ball to be caught, and then he knocked him out of bounds.
Well, Tigers on the move. Cats would like to make a stop right here, get the ball back in good field position, possibly get another score before halftime. The way things are going, I think they're going to need several more scores. They're on top right now, 17-7. One man in motion, Clark. The misdirection hand.
Oh, nice job, but there's a flag.
Flag coming in. Yeah, looks like a face mask.
Pretty obvious.
You know, he just not much to grab onto. Bowers is very short and stocky. When they put their arm out to grab him, you're either going to get a face mask or a horse collar, and
yeah, face mask, 15 yards.
And that's the second one tonight they've had on a face mask against the Wildcats. So that'll push the ball inside Wildcat territory. The drive continues, and they'll spot the ball all the way down to the 43-yard line.
Face mask is normally considered a pretty aggressive penalty, but that's twice that's happened to the Cats. 3 wideouts on the far side, and Clark over here on this side.
Russell looking to throw. He's in trouble. He's got some room. He breaks away, but he gains about 2 before he
breaks away and runs into Brody Crane.
Brody right there on the stop. Clock is running. Both teams. Neosho still has 3 timeouts. Ozark has used 1 in the ball game in this half. Ball just shy of the 40-yard line. 2nd down and 7 for the Tigers. Russell doing a good job with his signals. He's just a sophomore. A long snap count, handoff to Bowers up the middle.
Yeah, nice job by the Cats. No kidding that time. That was Zach Goff that made the initial hit. He picked up a few yards but did not get the first down, so it's going to be 3rd and about 4.
Ball spotted on the 37-yard line. Clock running down to 4:05 and counting. Long snap count. Play clock down to 20. Plenty of time. They're milking this clock as much as they can. Before the half, here comes Russell. He's going to take the snap. Hands off to Bowers again. He's running on the right side again. Got some room across the 30, down to the 20. Pushed out of bounds by Cade Spiva. And they'll spot the ball down around
there was a couple of flags over here. I saw that. It was looked like it was a crack block.
But that was the same play, John, that they used where Bowers got the touchdown.
Yes, it was.
Earlier in this, it's going to be against the Tigers.
It's going to be against them. It's going to be holding instead, but that's still going to take the play back.
That will negate a nice run by Bowers. 3:45 to go in the second period. Neosho still on top, 17-7. It is a hold against the Tigers.
That should be loss of down, I would think. Maybe not.
Ball spotted at the 36-yard line. 3rd and 4. Here comes Russell. He's got a quarterback keep and try to push it. Let's see if he got enough.
Like he got really close.
Just sheer effort. Had the Cats on their heels. And let's see where they spot the ball. It's down about the
first down.
Yeah, first down for the Tigers.
You know, we used to see a lot of that many years ago where it was basically a scrum and whoever had the biggest boys would push the pile.
But then when quarterbacks started getting hurt, they kind of put a stop to some of that. Here's Russell looking to throw, almost intercepted. It was complete to number 42, that's Phillips.
And Boston Patterson had the original hit, and it didn't do any good, and Virgil Rozier came in and made the tackle.
Ball spotted on the 25-yard line. Tigers moving. Clock is running down to 3 minutes exactly before halftime, and they're going to call a timeout.
No, it's an official timeout.
It's going to be second down at about 2.
Not sure what we're going to take timeout for.
Somebody wasn't, so it's an injury timeout. One young man.
Number 51. Yeah, he's limping over to one side.
That's Jenkins. He's one of the offensive tackles. I don't know if he's got a cramp or an injury, but they'll talk things over. Here comes the Tigers back out on the field.
3 minutes and 1 second left in the first half. The Cats are up by a score of 17-7, and the clock has started.
Russell remains in the backfield along with Bowers.
Cats need to make a stop right here.
It's a handoff up the middle.
And it was a great job. There's about 5 Cats in on that, being led by number 75, who is Avier Tomlinson.
Well, Ozark also has a good kicker, field goal kicker. You hate to see what they going to have planned. It's third down and still about 4 yards to go.
It was a great job by the Cats that time, the defensive line reading that play and getting in there and saying, nope, not this time.
Russell calling some signals, telling the line, this is what we're going to do. 2 minutes to go before halftime. Clark in motion. They'll just pitch it out to him, running left. What a nice
job.
Nice
Great
play
job by
the
Kenton
Cats.
Smith. Coming in and making the tackle wide open.
Threw him for about a 3-4 yard loss. That'll bring up fourth down and about 9 to go for the Tigers. And the ball is spotted on around the 32-33 yard line.
Well, at this point, the Cats' defensive scheme is working real well with those 3 safeties back in the back. And
well, John, it looks like they may go for it here.
Yeah, looks like they are definitely. Well, with these type of offenses, very well fourth and 9 might as well be 4th and 1.
One man in motion. Bowers to the right side. He's open. It's a long throw, wide open, and a nice catch to number 7. That's to Lawrence. And
he did not catch it.
He didn't catch it.
Nope.
That was. It looked like a pretty play. Lawrence was wide open.
It was a nice play. The Cats' defensive backs, apparently they were not on the same page together, and he was wide open. There wasn't anybody within 10 yards of him.
If he'd kept his balance, he could have just tiptoed into the
touchdown.
End zone. Nobody around him whatsoever. He got loose.
But the Cats take over with 1 minute and 16 seconds left in the half, and we have that opportunity to run the ball or pass for a home run.
17-7 our score, minute 16. A handoff right up the middle to Welch. Cats are in business. They'd like to score again before halftime. Clock running. They have all 3 of their timeouts left. Plenty of time on the play clock. We're under a minute to play. Here comes Hughes. Let's see if they can get some yardage quickly. He wants to get some pay dirt. A nice catch on the far side for a first down. That's Williams. He's up to about the 45. He steps out of bounds. The clock will stop momentarily. Cats in their hurry-up offense. You know the Cats will be throwing right now. 44 seconds left. It's a long throw. He's got a man wide open. It's in and out of the hands.
Nope. It was not.
That's Williams down on the far side. A defender was with him step for step, but
that'll certainly stop the clock, and there's a holding play against a holding call against the Wildcats. But at this juncture, Jim, it really doesn't make any difference.
You know they're going to be throwing, so they had to protect their quarterback. Someone got caught. Ball will move back to the 36-yard line. It'll bring up still a first and 20, it looks like, after taking the penalty. Hughes, the only one in the backfield. He has 5 men deep. He needs to pick up some yardage. It's It's intercepted.
It's intercepted by number 8. That is Brady Owens for Ozark.
Right at the 50-yard line. Hughes threw it right down the middle. No Cats in the area.
Well, there's 31 seconds left, so let's see what this high-powered offense is going to do.
Well, you know, they have 2 timeouts left. Tough luck for the Cats right there. Let's see what, like John said, what the Tigers may do. You know, Russell will be throwing. He's had some luck throwing it to Bowers out of the backfield. Bowers has had some good long runs tonight.
This would be a great time for a pick 6 by the Cats. He's in the backfield by himself. He's got 5 receivers going as well.
Everybody is going to get in on the action on this play. He's trying. He's got some room. He's going to run. He gains about 6 or 7, almost up to the first down marker. Clock will continue to run. Well, they'll stop it with 21 seconds. They'll
nice
call
open field tackle by Trey Harden that time.
Timeout Tigers, 21 seconds, and the ball spotted on the 41-yard line. This would be a big momentum boost for the Tigers, John, if they could score before halftime. Tigers have been dominated by the Wildcats most of this ball game.
Now the Cats have done a really, really nice job. We've got over 100, almost 200 yards rushing right now.
They've had a good long run by Mr. Welch earlier in that last drive, a good 53-yard run. Ball on the 41-yard line. Tigers with 1 timeout after this. They're kind of talking things over, what they'd like to do.
Coach Josh Sonis obviously was out there with these defenders. He's going to dial up some sort of a play, and I'm not sure right now isn't the time for a blitz.
Rozier, Spiva, and Patterson back deep defensively, and Brody Crane for the Wildcats. 1 man in motion, moving left. Russell looking to throw.
Got him. Nice job by the Cats.
He's still on his feet,
yes,
but they wrapped him up. And it's a loss of about 9 on the play.
And there's 10 seconds left. Great job by the Cats, led by Bryce Warren that time.
Well, they're going to take their last time out. They might have enough for 1, possibly 2 plays, depending on how they can throw and get out of bounds quickly. Good defense, John, by the Cats on that last play.
Some of our sponsors we can thank tonight: State Farm agent Eric Norris, Joe Ringstaff of Edward Jones, First Free Will Baptist Church, Family Market, Farm Bureau agent Josh Dodson, Clark Funeral Home, and Rise Fitness Center. Thank you to them for making this game possible.
Luke, we like that instant replay you're throwing out tonight.
Well, we're doing what we can.
It looks good. It's been a great ball game. Good crowd on hand tonight. A cool, crisp night in Neosho after a week of temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. Temperature today in the low 60s. Don't forget, tomorrow's the Fall Festival in Neosho. That all kicks off around 10 in the morning. Pancake feed by the Lions Club early. And John, I'll join you there and we'll see how many pancakes we can devour.
I'm not sure you're up for that, Jim.
Okay. 1 man in motion. Bowers moving left. 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Go for a home run ball.
And it's completed.
Nice job. Nice
Clark.
hit by 3 Cats.
Nice play, and that's going to end. It's halftime. That's the end of the first half. Neosho hanging on. They're leading Ozark. It's 17-7 Neosho at halftime. We'll take a timeout and return here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Joe Ringstaff, your Neosho Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Joe Ringstaff is a proud sponsor of the Neosho Wildcats on KNEO. For all your investment needs, call 417-451-7789 or stop by the office at 2502 Lusk Drive, Suite D in Neosho. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. Hard work, dedication, and teamwork are vital to building a championship team. Those are just a few of the many qualities you'll find with the team at Satterley Plumbing, HVAC, and Mechanical Contractors. Since 1892, the Satterley team has been delivering championship service to Joplin and the surrounding area. Satterley is an authorized dealer for quality Lennox products and can keep your home feeling comfortable all year long. For repair or replacement of your current heating and air system, contact the Satterley team today at 417-624-3660 or online at SatterleyPlumbing.com.
Family Market, located at 201 North Neosho Boulevard, is your friendly hometown grocery store with delicious deli and the best selection of fresh meats and beautiful produce. Family Market can also take care of all your catering needs. Whether your upcoming event is big or small, Family Market can handle it all. Call 451-0057. That's 451-0057. Check out the Family Market Facebook page for weekly specials. Go Wildcats from Family Market of Neosho.
You found it, the ultimate car wash, the one that leaves your vehicle looking brand new every single time. Do we have a prep team that pre-washes? You bet. Over 300 ports applying soap to your vehicle? Yes, sir. 40 high-pressure nozzles providing over 2,500 psi of pressure? Who wouldn't? Buff and dry features that dry your car along with combined 100 horsepower blowers? Try 150. Be careful, we might just blow you away.
Welcome back to Bob Anderson Stadium. We're at halftime, and the Neosho Wildcats are up by a score of 17-7 over the Ozark Tigers. Jim, we've had 196 all-purpose yards unofficially. We've had an 80-yard drive, an 84-yard drive, a 14-yard drive, an 18-yard drive. We've had 2 touchdowns, and then we had a field goal by Juan Bacardi that has put us up to the 17.
It was a 35-yard field goal. It was a line drive, and that's where we stand right now. Also, you throw in a 54-yard run up the middle by Denver Welch, and some nice running by the Cats. Tigers would be on the march several times in this ball game, John, and the Cats put a stop to it. I like how the Cats have played defense on this last series and actually thrown the Tigers for several long losses to stop those drives right before halftime.
Yeah, the defensive line changes that we've made and moving some people around in the secondary has made a huge difference for the Cats. And, you know, what a great time. And as we said earlier, this is not just senior night at Bob Anderson Stadium. It is pink night, and we just had the dance team out there, and they were dedicating everything to breast cancer awareness.
The band's coming out on the field. Like you said, it is senior night for the band members here at Neosho High School, and the band has done a tremendous job this season. Once again, it's halftime, 17-7 our score. Neosho on top of the 1-5 Ozark Tigers. Both teams fighting for pride tonight, and you know, it could affect, I guess, in the district competition. The other games of importance tonight, Carthage taking on Webb City. If the season were to end today, which it's not, in the district competition, Neosho would be playing Carthage, and Carthage still has a tough schedule, as well as the same district with the Raytown South and other Ruskin and other schools in the Kansas City area that we could possibly be facing in district action later on this month and into the month of November.
Up next is our halftime show that's being brought to you by Friedemann Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
The Sports Locker, located at 1206 Neosho Boulevard, Neosho, is a proud supporter and supplier of Crowder College athletics. The Sports Locker also specializes in team sports apparel for high schools and Little League teams. They also have Nike and Under Armour clothing, open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, Saturday from 9:30 to 5, and Sundays noon to 5, or online at shopsportslocker.com. Proud supporters of Crowder College athletics.
Insurance Benefits Consultants now has 2 locations to serve you. They're located at 1009 South Neosho Boulevard in Neosho and at 701 Northwest McNelly Road in Bentonville, Arkansas. They are proud supporters of the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network. They provide Medicare and Medicaid supplemental policies, as well as life, health, and group health insurance plans from companies like Allstate and Colonial. For more information, call 417-451-4244 or in Arkansas, 479-431-5226.
Nothing is as inevitable as change.
The music that may be popular today may be laughed at in 10 years. The fashions today may be out of date next summer. The scientific data, which may be termed accurate today, may be discarded in a few years and declared obsolete.
Some other things, says Billy Graham, don't change.
Man grapples with the same spiritual problems in every generation. His inner tensions, inherent evil, loneliness, his anxieties, fears, guilts, his doubts are the same.
And the answer to those never-changing problems is also never-changing.
Christ can give you the victory over this present world. Come to Christ. Make him the Lord and Master of your life. This is the only certain foundation in a rapidly changing world that threatens to destroy everything we've ever known.
Discover how you can have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. Go to findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
The Wildcat Minute is sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider of the Neosho Wildcats.
Welcome to Wildcat Minute, and I have head boys basketball coach Zane Culp with us. Coach, thanks so much for spending a little time with us this morning.
Hey, no problem.
Hey, it looks like that we're ginning up. We're getting ready to play basketball. Did you have a good summer?
We did. Our guys, they came in and really competed. You know how the summer goes. Like, you don't always have your guys. We had an injury to one of our good seniors, Colton Southern, so he didn't get to play with us all summer. But it was good. We got some younger guys some playing time, some very needed, valued experience time playing with each other. And we're excited for this group. It's kind of a fresh start, turning the page, brand new team, and it's the coach. Sometimes you need that fresh start, so we're excited about it.
You really do, because some people can say, yeah, well, this is a rebuilding year, but that works to your benefit because you get to probably do some things, see some kids that you don't normally see, and rebuilding year turns into a really good year.
That's exactly right. We obviously had a great group last year, but, this is like a brand new varsity team, and sometimes you need that fresh new challenge, and it's going to be fun. The boys have really taken to it. That just because last year we were good and we had a bunch of seniors doesn't mean we can't be good this year and go out there and compete. So I've been really, really happy with what they did this summer and this fall off season leading up to it, the kids that didn't play football. So we're really excited about it.
I think one of the exciting things was the play of Collier Hendricks last year, and you're looking to him to be big this year, aren't you?
Absolutely. He got better as the year went on. The more and more minutes he got, the more experience he got, just the better he got. Sometimes for a young man that's not starting and playing every minute, sometimes that can go the other way. As the games get harder and tougher, sometimes they'll play less. Well, he played into more minutes because he just played so well. So he's going to morph from the role of the guy that came in there and gave us a shot of energy to being the guy that has the ball in his hands a lot and is producing from the get-go, and he took to that this summer and has been a great leader. Obviously, he's a good basketball player, but I've been really impressed with his leadership and being a good teammate, even to some kids that maybe don't have as much varsity experience as him. He's been a good leader bringing us all together.
Well, he's turned into kind of a three-ball expert on his own, too, hadn't he?
Yes, for sure. He led us in three-point percentage last year, and he's a really good free throw percentage, as well. This year we're going to ask him to do a little bit more stuff. Not only is he going to have to hit threes, but he's going to have to get his teammates involved, score inside, shoot free throws. He was a great free throw shooter last year as well. So he's going to be scoring at all three levels and have the ball in his hand as our point guard a lot, too. So we're really excited to see him develop and just keep getting better.
We're talking about scoring on the inside. Who are we going to have in the paint this year?
It's going to be a lot different than last year. Last year, we had two big bruisers. We could give the ball inside just about any time we wanted to, and they were going to make something happen. So this year, we're going to be a little more guard-oriented, but Colton Southern has really came a long way. He's not big in the practical sense that you think about a basketball player, but he's super athletic and plays about as hard as anyone I've ever had. So I think he's going to surprise some people with his strength and quickness. So we're going to be looking to get him the ball inside. And he does a great job of creating his own opportunities by getting offensive rebounds and running the floor really well.
Yeah, what about kids coming up and underclassmen? What have we got there?
Yeah, we've got a host of kids, but one where that came along this summer really well was Caden Asbury. He is a sophomore. He pretty much played exclusively freshman last year, but he basketball is his main sport, and he really focused on it, and he worked hard on not only getting better at basketball, but getting bigger and stronger. So I think he's going to come in and produce for us as well. And then if you're talking about some juniors, Canton Smith and Tyrone Harris and Brody Arthur, who were huge cogs in our JV season last year, and they had a pretty good season. They're going to be coming in, competing for time. I expect all three of them to get big varsity minutes, and they had a good summer as well.
Well, Canton Smith had some real good quality varsity time last year, didn't he?
Yes, he came in, and he was always the guy that, if you needed a rebound or something, and especially at the end of the game, maybe when we were up a little bit or down a little bit, he was the guy that would come in there and play like the game was still on the line and really mattered. So we're excited to watch him keep developing as well.
Well, I kind of put him in the same mind as I did Isaiah Green. And Isaiah Green, in my opinion, was the toughest-minded kid out there, and I think Smith could do the same.
Yeah, Canton is just a bulldog for sure. He plays really, really hard all the time, 100 miles an hour. Sometimes that may get him in trouble, but more than likely than not, it's because it's making something happen, and you always appreciate that as a coach, as someone that just comes in there and gives it their all every second.
When's the first day of practice, Coach?
First day of practice will be October 30th. We're hoping we're missing our football players because they've won and they keep playing, but we have several kids, pretty good chunk of kids at off season, so we'll be able to get rolling right off the bat October 30th.
Okay, well, hey, thanks a lot for spending some time with us, and good luck. No doubt we'll be talking to you throughout the season. Good luck.
Thanks, John.
Thank you for listening to the Wildcat Minute, sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider of the Neosho Wildcats.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A nonprofit organization, a sponsor of high school sports.
It's time for the Freeman Sports Health Minute. The Freeman Sports Team is proud to serve as the official sports medicine provider for over 20 area high schools and colleges.
Welcome to another Health Minute here on KNEO. Today we're joined once again by Dave Compton from Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Today's topic is, what is IT band syndrome?
The IT band starts as a muscle on top of the hip, and then as it comes down across the side of the hip down to the knee, it turns into this really fibrous band. It's a fascia band. It's very fibrous, very stiff, very tough. IT band syndrome is where either due to muscle tightness or hip weakness and sometimes even foot alignment, the IT band kind of rubs over the knuckle of the femur, and it becomes a friction syndrome. It becomes an irritated rub. It's almost like a blister, but not technically, but that's about the best way to describe it. It's a rub or irritation, usually at the knee.
Is it something that an athlete can play through, or is it something they need to take some time off for?
Depending on the symptoms and depending on the sport, we see a lot of repetitive sports like cycling and running. We'll see a lot of this. Athlete can taper or modify their activity level and their intensity level, and sometimes can work through this with some stretching and possibly physical therapy or rehabilitation. Sometimes we have to shut down if the pain gets severe enough.
For the Freeman Sports Health Minute, I'm Adam Winkler.
Death. It's not something we like to talk about. One reason might be a fear of the unknown or a fear of the future. But those things are nothing to be fearful of when you have a relationship with Jesus Christ.
One of the bonuses of being a Christian is the great hope that extends out beyond the grave.
Billy Graham.
Though the Christian has no immunity from death and no claim to perpetual life on this planet, death is to him the beginning rather than the end. Another step on the stairway to heaven rather than a leap into the dark unknown. It is not to be feared. It is not to be shunned. When a Christian dies, he goes straight into the presence of Christ. He goes to heaven to spend eternity with God.
If you're afraid of death, why don't you call us? We're here for you at this number anytime. 855-255-PRAY. That's 855-255-PRAY. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Welcome back to Bob Anderson Stadium. The clock says 4 minutes and 42 seconds. Then they'll reset it for a couple of more. Jim, the Wildcats have got to kick the ball off to Ozark. That's what made that last series of downs and exchange so very important. If they'd been able to score and come on out and gotten the ball next, there's no telling how much the momentum would have shifted.
That really, the defense did a tremendous job right before halftime as they coughed up the ball with 31 seconds to go, and they held the Tigers to nothing, minus yardage there, and time expired, and that's where we stand right now. Neosho 17, Tigers 7. A lot of good ball games across the COC this evening. Carthage leading Webb City at halftime. It was 20-13.
That's right.
And some other good ball games tonight, and we'll have all the scores on the post-game show here on the KNEO Sports Network. If you want to get a quick update, you can always check out the final drive on kneo.org. Daniel's back at the station tonight getting all the scores from around Oklahoma, Southeast Kansas, and Southwest Missouri. So a lot of important games, and it's that time of year where it kind of sets the precedence of where you are seated going into the district competition, and that starts just in 3 weeks. So the season is winding down after this ball game tonight. We go on the road to Webb City next week at Webb City to take on the Cardinals, ranked number 2 in the state in Class 5. Then we're back home for the season finale. It'll be senior night in 2 weeks against the Joplin Eagles. And the way the Cats are playing tonight, I think they would have a good chance of knocking off the Eagles here in a couple of weeks.
Well, there's no doubt about it. We've said for quite a while now that the pieces of the puzzle are coming together. They're coming together, and they were almost there last week. So the Cats have got a really, really good chance. They're up by 10 coming into the third quarter, so it's going to be a matter of just continuing to keep on doing what we're doing. And I'm sure Coach Towdy at halftime is saying, guys, doing a great job. Let's don't stop. Hey, it's all Wildcats all the time. Check out the Neosho Wildcats dedicated video portal at kneo.org. It's a site dedicated completely to your Neosho Wildcats. Watch the games live or see the upcoming game schedules on Neosho Wildcats portal at www.kneo.org.
Don't forget, coming up later this week on Thursday afternoon, high school softball district action. The Lady Cats with a record of 24-6, ranked number 8 in the state, seeded number 2 in the districts, will take on Lee's Summit for great softball action, and invite you to come out and cheer them on. The games are being played at the complex at Joplin High School this year, and hopefully they will advance to in the state tournament and knocking off some very strong teams out of the Kansas City area. They are fun to watch, and they've had a great season under Coach Katie Cummins, and all the players should be commended for their play this past season. 24-6, tremendous play by the Neosho Lady Wildcat softball team.
This will be the first opportunity, should the Cats make it to the final of the district, that we'll be able to be there. Normally that final is on Friday night, and we're doing a football game somewhere, and we will be doing a football game, and we'll be doing it at Webb City, but then we'll come back on Monday for the final of the Class 5 District 7 ladies softball tournament.
And those games are Neosho will play at 5 o'clock next week, and if they should advance, they will play on Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock. And then the championship game on Monday, October 16th, that game time starts at 5:30. And, it'd be a good matchup, John, between Ray Peck and Neosho, the number 1 and 2 seeds. But, of course, we've seen strange things happen. You just never know what can happen in district competition.
Well, we really have, and the thing about it is all the marbles, throw everything out the window. It is a brand new season, and it's a one-and-out season. So you'll see things happen that you wouldn't normally see happen. I think our Lady Wildcats are up to the task. We've not only played small ball this year, but we've played long ball as well. There's the first 5 or 6 on the team have the capability. In fact, most of them have hit one out of the park. So.
And the action we saw the other night up in Carthage, Carly Kennard went the distance 8 innings. She struck out 19 batters, and she is on a roll, and we look for some great things from the Cats, so we encourage you to get out there and support the Wildcats. We'll have the audio portion of that ball game, and like you mentioned, John, no video with that, so you won't cost you anything, and we'll do our best to bring you the radio action, and we'll stream that right here on the KNEO Sports Network.
And we most definitely want you to listen to us, but first and foremost, it's only about 20 miles over, and Joplin has a great facility. Come over and cheer on these Lady Cats, and if you want to, you can watch softball all afternoon, basically, on Thursday afternoon, and then on Saturday as well.
We'll just take off work and watch some of those games and then call the action for you. There's games at 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 5, and 7 starting next Thursday. That's October 12th at the complex at Joplin High School over at 20th and Indiana.
There's 2 minutes left before warm-up time before we start the second half. Luke, let's go to a 1-minute timeout and then come back and we'll be ready to kick off.
There is saving power in the cross to transform any life and to change the world.
The cross Billy Graham is talking about is the one upon which Jesus Christ died 2,000 years ago. His death and the resurrection that followed can mean a whole new life for you.
The cross is more than an example. It is more than a system of ethics. It is the mighty act of God's justice and love. God is saying to the whole world, I love you. I'm willing to forgive your sins. God is saying to all of those who are lonely today, behold, I'm with you till the end of the age. God is saying to all of those who are filled with guilt today, your sins are forgiven because of the cross. And there is no way to remove that stain of guilt except by the sacrifice of Christ.
Are you ready to accept God's offer of forgiveness? Or maybe at least learn more about it? Visit us at findpeacewithgod.net from the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
People's Bank of Seneca, proudly investing in our community and you since 1996. Locations in Joplin, Neosho, and Seneca. Bank PBS, peoplesbankofseneca.com.
And welcome back. We're about ready for the second half kickoff. Neosho will kick it away to the Ozark Tigers. Since the Tigers deferred, they won the opening coin toss tonight. We're standing at 17-7. Neosho on top, defense playing well. And John, they need to keep it going, keep that momentum going here in the second half. And I think one of the downsides for Neosho are the penalties. If they can correct some of that, I think we'll be fine. That's what hurt them last week against the Branson Pirates.
Yeah, it definitely did. We had some penalties then, but the penalties we've had up to this point are largely aggressive penalties that we're trying to tackle someone, and unfortunately our hands have got mixed up in their
face mask. We've had two face mask penalties tonight,
and that's hurt us. There's been an offside penalty, but other than that, the Cats have done it reasonably well. Defense is going to be coming out. It's going to be defensive end Bryce Warren and Zach Goff. Edward Polina will be in the middle, as is Evanson Tomlinson. Trey Harden is at one linebacker position. Corbin York is at another linebacker position. Then we've got three safeties, basically Virgil Rozier, Brody Crane, who has been switching back and forth with Canton Smith in that safety position and cornerback position, and Boston Patterson over on the other side. So it'll be the Cats defense that comes out to start out the second half.
We're about ready for the kickoff here to start this second half. Bancardi will kick it away from the 40-yard line here on the near side hash mark. 3 men deep for the Ozark Tigers. And here we go. Action underway again. It's a short kick, going to be taken on around the 25-yard line. Run about 5 yards before he's brought down across the 30 by a host of Wildcats, and that's where the Tigers will take over. 1st and 10
That was number 26, Rory Banks, a sophomore that picked up that ball and made the yardage pickup of about 9 yards.
Well, they spot the ball on the 34-yard line. The Tigers pretty decent field position to start this second half.
Well, we know that the Tigers are going to spread out. We know they're going to use a lot of misdirection. We know that there's going to be a lot of motion.
And they've done fairly well at times. The Cats have picked up and played good defense. Bowers again off the left side, nothing doing. Bowers, 5'10", 195 pounds. He went nowhere on that play.
Looks like he lost about 3 yards.
Pushed him back. Cats were in there quickly. They've tried something a little bit different in the backfield, putting 3 and 4 safeties back deep to guard against any long throw. They've been burned one time, and that cost them a touchdown in the second period. That's where we stand, 17-7 underway. Here's a little pass off to Clark. He's got some room across the 40.
He's not going to get to the first down, but he's going to be close. He's a little slow getting up. That's number 42.
That's Phillips.
And that's, J.P. Phillips. That's 3rd and 1 for Ozark.
It's on the 43-yard line, and they'll just push their way. Here's.
I'm not sure they got it.
Very close. Let's see where
very close, but it's. I don't believe they got it.
Russell was trying his best. Yep, they gave it to him. Referee says, "Yep, let's move the chains."
Yeah, I'm not.
The line judge says, "Come on, fellas, let's move it down." Clock running, 10:40 to go. Third period just underway. Neosho on top of Ozark. 17-7. A couple of touchdowns. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 6 men in the backfield, John.
Yeah. Now they've changed it. They've got 3 wideouts on this side and 2 on the other side, and an empty backfield.
And a couple of linebackers in on the 4-2 set. There's a long throw. He's got some room. Oh, it's intercepted.
Almost intercepted.
Almost intercepted. Intended for Bowers. He was open.
Caden Smith was running over. He was watching the quarterback reading, and he came up at the last minute. Almost had the interception.
Ball just underthrown. It would have been nice to have an interception right there. We'll bring it back. 2nd and 10. 10:17 left in this third period. Good to have you with us tonight, as always, on the KNEO Sports Network.
Continue with the empty backfield, and here's a little misdirection play. Looks like it's going to go to number 2.
Again, he's got some room. He's going to be brought down. That's another high tackle. I don't see a flag, but he grabbed him up around the shoulders.
Yeah, that's number 3, and Trey Harden, and he wanted to make sure he looked at the officials to make sure that he had his hands around his shoulders when he pulled him down.
That's a good 20-yard run. Nice run by Bowers. He is tough to bring down. He's getting stronger as this game goes along. The ball spotted on the 38-yard line.
He's going to get a breather for just a minute, and that backfield is still empty.
3 men up the top of the screen. 2 are down low. Here's looking to throw. Oh,
nice job by that time by Brody Crane.
Brody was right there. I didn't know if he hit him before the ball actually got to him.
Well, he got his hands out in front of him, but he was sure watching him in case he did catch the ball. It was going to be downed right there.
There's no interference. Good play by Brody. Clock stopped at 9:44. It's 2nd down and 10 for the Tigers. Ball at the 38.
Here comes another misdirection play, and that's going to be number 26.
Got some room.
That is Rory Banks. He's got a little bit of room, and he's going to get up past the 35-yard line, it looks like.
It'll be 3rd down and still long yardage for the Tigers. Clock is moving. Ball at the 34. They're keeping this drive alive. This is the initial drive of the second half. Tigers would like to get back in the ball game. Cats playing good defense tonight. 1 man in motion, that's Bowers. He's going left side. Here comes, oh, what a nice tackle. They wrapped him up.
Yeah, nice job, and that tackle was by number 62 for the Wildcats.
That's 52.
52, okay.
Six was in there, 6 and a 2. Yeah. They were close.
Gabriel Bumstead.
Good tackle.
Nice job of pressure by the entire defensive line that time.
More importantly, it's 4th down and 10. Let's see what the Tigers are going to do. Ball spotted on the 38-yard line. They're going to go for it, it looks like.
Well, they've got Clark back there in the in the backfield, and he's calling the signals. He's stepping back.
And he may punt. He does. A little pooch kick, and it's going to be taken on about the 50. Oh, they fumble the ball.
Yeah, Boston Patterson's got it, though. He caught it. He's got it.
Back inside the 10. He fumbled at the 15 and knocked the ball backwards. And the ball spotted right at the 10-yard line, and that's where the Cats will take over, 1st and 10. And, John, this is where you have to be extremely careful on offense.
Well, we've had an 80 and an 86-yard drive that started back just about at that same place, so that's place that we are accustomed to. So
they need a little bit of breathing room, you might say. Ball at the 10.
I'd say Mr. Welch will get a workout right here.
And that's what to know. They're going to throw right off the bat. Oh, nice pass to
number 1, that's Hudson Williams.
Wide open, and he dropped the ball.
Well, I think as he caught it, he was in stride, and his own leg came up and knocked it out of his hands.
That would have been it was a pretty pass from Quentin Hughes. Once again, 2nd and 10. They want to get out of this hole. They're going to run it this time. Here comes Welch. He's wrapped up. Gain of about 1 on the play off left tackle. Nothing doing. Not much there. 8:08. Clock is running. Cats still on top, 17-7. Had a couple of nice touchdown drives and a field goal, a 35-yard field goal. Tigers had one good drive to.
Oh, we certainly did. But if you look at it from the perspective that we have up here, the Tigers won that second quarter. Cats won the first quarter, but the Tigers won the second quarter. Hughes is back to throw, and he's got.
Oh, no man home intended for Cade Kammerer. He thought there might.
There it is. There's the flag. Cade Kammerer looked over, and he said there's been pass interference there, and I believe that's exactly what was thrown.
He said he was being held as he was going down the field, and the line judge agreed. Let's see where they'll bring it.
Pass interference on defense, so that'll be 15 yards and a first down for the Cats and get us out of that hole you were talking about, Jim.
That's what they needed. It'll be, let's see, they'll spot it on the 27-yard line, so that does help. More importantly, it keeps the drive alive because that was a 3rd down play. They most definitely would have had to punt the ball deep inside their own territory. Instead, it's a Wildcat first down from the 27. It's a handoff to Welch again. He bounces around the outside. He's thrown for maybe a loss of a yard. He's wrapped up. Nowhere to go on that play. John, we are so close on some of these pass plays to breaking the big play again.
Yeah. Welch ran into Big Parker Elliott that time, who is a 6'2", 215-pound.
Here's Hughes throwing over to Harris. It's complete at the 36-yard line before he's brought down. He's just shy of a Wildcat first down. They'll spot it about maybe a yard shy.
Yeah, about a yard, and that makes it very manageable for the Cats.
Yeah, it'll bring up 3rd down and 1 from the 36-yard line.
Welch back in the backfield with Hughes.
And
the ball goes to Welch, and he's got the first down and plenty more. He keeps running.
Across the
he's
40.
Going to come over the 45-yard line.
And he just keeps pushing the pile.
At 47, wasn't it, before he got stopped?
Nice little run of almost 10 yards on the play. All the way up to the 48-yard line. Cats are on the move. Drive started on their own 10-yard line. More importantly, they're taking valuable time off the clock here. Hughes back to throw again, running right. It's a good throw downfield. Good, completed to Cade Kammerer on the 25-yard line. Far side of the field, first down, and big yardage for the Wildcats. Nice pass play from Hughes to Cade Kammerer. The ball spotted right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cats on the move. Hand off to no, they're going to throw it again, intended this time to Tyrone Harris on the near side of the field.
Just a little bit of a low pass that time.
Tyrone has some good hands, but that was just a little low, like you mentioned. That'll stop the clock. Tigers couldn't do anything on their initial drive.
Now this becomes an important drive for the Cats to hit pay dirt right here.
It's 2nd down and 10 for the Cats. Hughes in the backfield. 2 receivers off to the left. He's coming out again. He's going to dump it right off. He's got
rock
some
pile, and
he's going to go down to the 5. Oh, he's knocked down. Ooh, that was
about
a
the
tough hit.
3-yard line.
Yeah, it was a tough hit. Otherwise, he would have just waltzed right into the end zone, but a good move by the Tigers to push him out of bounds.
Peyton Bullinger
quick
knocked him down.
Looky here, quick offense by the Cats. So they spotted. They move it back to about the 6-yard line. Once again, tossing it over to Harris.
And he's going to get, looked like he's going to get down about the
4-yard line.
4-yard line, yeah. So it's going to be 2nd and goal for the Cats.
Hurry up offense. Cats trying to catch the Tigers off guard. Hughes once again, he's going to hand off to Welch. Oh, he's wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. Back around the 5, he's going to lose a little bit. Bring up 3rd down and 6 for a Neosho touchdown. Cats would like to get a touchdown and not have to settle for a field goal. 3rd and goal. Here comes the Cats.
They jumped.
Somebody jumped. Let's see if they touched anyone.
No, it doesn't look like it. I thought that would be a neutral zone
play clock down
violation there, but
it wasn't. They're going to throw open.
Oh, almost
incomplete.
had it. Almost.
There were 6 Tigers there, and Tyrone Harris, and the ball's incomplete. Brings up 4th down and 6.
Well, we're not going to mess with it at all. We're going to go ahead and get 3 out of this and go on back.
You need to get something out of this drive. It's been a good drive, taking some time off the clock. Van Carty is going to kick it from about the 13. It'll be a 23-yard attempt. 5:05 to go in this 3rd period. Snap is down. The kick is up. It is
good.
It's good. Another field goal by Blancarty. And that's a 23-yard field goal. And that brings the score 20-7. Neosho on top of Ozark. We'll return after this on the KNEO Sports Network.
Every team knows that the 2-point play can be a winning move. State Farm agent Eric Norris and his team are here to help you go for 2 by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call and saves you time and money. So go for the win and score big savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way to help life go right. Call State Farm agent Eric Norris at 417-451-6666 for more information. And go Wildcats!
Hey, everybody at the Neosho Daily News wants to wish the Wildcats good luck, and let's go for that win, which is exactly what the Cats are doing. There's 5 minutes and 2 seconds left, and one Blancarty field goal makes the score of the Neosho Wildcats 20 and the Tigers from Ozark 7.
Good drive by the Cats on that last drive, and more importantly, it took points off. Time off the
yes,
score,
it did.
Off the board, and you put some points on the board, so it all worked out well. And Van Carty going to kick off again, near side hash mark from the 40-yard line. He's had a pretty successful night.
Well, we talked about in the pregame show, one of the keys to victory was to be able to control the clock, and the Cats have done that with some extremely long drives and have done a great job.
Ball taken on the 20. Nice run backs. Got some room up around the 35. 15-yard return for the Tigers.
And that was number 26, and that was Roy Banks.
Banks has played in the backfield, running back position. We've used him a lot tonight. Well, here comes the Tigers. Russell's been throwing tonight, but hadn't had much success here in the second half. Cats have been all over him and pressured him as well as the other backs. 1 man on the backfield, 2 at the top of your screen, 1 down low, 1 in motion. They'll hand it off to Bowers again. He's got some room across the 40, close to a first down. Give him about 9 on that play up to the 44-yard line.
It was hole wide open for him, but he kept his legs churning, much like a Denver Welch. We've seen keep his legs churning and pick up additional yards and kind of carry some defenders along with him.
2nd down and 1 for the Tigers. Ball spotted at the 44. Clock down to 4:30 left in the 3rd period. Cats on top now 20-7. Russell on the backfield, 1 man in motion. They'll hand off to the first man through to Bowers again.
Nothing doing that time. That was Bryce Warren in there to grab him and hold him while a couple other Cats came in and helped with the tackle.
John, I like how the Cats are aggressive tonight on defense, and they're not being pushed back like they have in some other ball games late in the contest, and they're still right up there. They look fresh.
Yeah, they really do. And we're jumping back and forth, and we're doing a little misdirection of our own. But boy,
almost stopped to put a stop, but no, he does have enough for a first down.
Bauer for the first down, but he is suffering for that. Let me tell you, he got hit about 4 times, really hard, and he is slow getting up.
He's going to be in the whirlpool this weekend. I'll tell you, he's kind of hobbling a little bit.
Yeah, he's hobbling a little bit.
Let's see if he goes out. No, he's going to stay in. Going to be out on the left side. It's first down for the Tigers, 3:20 to go in the third period.
And he's going to pass the ball, and looks like, dropped it.
That was intended for number 42, Phillips, the wide receiver.
Yeah, and he would have had about a 9-yard pickup had he caught that ball and stopped right there.
Tigers have had a lot of dropped balls this evening. They would have been in much better shape field position-wise, but Cats said nothing doing.
It's second and 10 from the 47-yard line. 48.
Besides the quarterback, there's 6 men back there. I've never seen that position before.
Well, that's pretty interesting, isn't it? You'd almost think that it was a bring the ball in underneath the bucket basketball play.
Misdirection.
Yeah. And he fell that time.
He
got hit. He is having trouble getting up. He
was hurt on that last play, John.
Yeah, he did. There's going to be a timeout on the field. While there's timeout on the fields, keep up with the latest Neosho broadcast ball game schedule. Be sure and like us on Facebook at facebook.com/KNEO Radio, or follow us on Twitter at KNEO917 Sports, or download our KNEO iPhone or Android phone app. You can also watch all of the Wildcat broadcasts inside that app. Download the KNEO iPhone Android app today.
Well, Bauer slipped on that last play and the previous play. Prior to that, he was shaken up a little bit. He's still in the ball game. He's a tough young man. Clock now rewound starting. Ball spotted at the 47-yard line. Third down and 11 for the Tigers. Here's Russell back. He's pressured. He's got a man open. That's Phillips. He's got some room. He has enough for a first down. Still on his feet. Down across the 35. And a nice 20-yard pass play.
Yeah, it was a nice job of juking his way on past the first down and picking up some additional yards that time.
Phillips with a nice catch and run for the Tigers. Clock will start here in just a moment. They set the chains.
Russell paid for that time because he was being pressured big time, and one of our defensive linemen came in and hit him just as he was throwing the ball.
Ball down to the 35-yard line. Tigers are moving. Clock is running. 2.5 minutes to go in the third period. Here's another pass play just overthrown. Outstretched arms of number 7, Brody Lawrence. He couldn't come up with it.
Number 13, Brody Crane, was with him step for step that time for the Cats.
The clock stopped at 2:23. Brings up second and 10. See what the Cats can do and put a stop to this drive.
Now Rozier's over on this side, and Crane is over in the other corner position. We've got 3 safeties out there.
Russell back to throw. He's going to run. He's up across the middle. He dives forward for about 3 on the play. Just shy of the 31-yard line. We are in Wildcat territory.
Nice job by Corbin York to make sure that he stayed down. He had the initial hit.
Clock down to under 2 minutes to play in the third period. Neosho remains on top 20-7. Been a good ball game.
Minute 48 in the third quarter.
Russell back to throw again. He's looking. He's got one man, Clark, wide open. There's another nice throw. Oh, over the throne intended for Lawrence. He was wide open, being guarded by Brody Crane.
That's the second time he's been wide open. Secondary is going to have to do something to make adjustments. Actually, it's the third time he's been wide open, and one time he made us pay. The other 2 times he did not.
Just the timing was not there. Just a little overthrown, like you said, John, and that was a nice effort by the Tigers. Clock will stop at 1:35.
Cats are up by a score of 20-7 in the last minute and a half of the third quarter.
Both teams still have their 3 timeouts left, if needed. Ball spotted on about the 32-yard line. It is 4th down. Russell back to throw. He's got a man open. It's caught, and it should be enough. Let's see where it's spotted. Right at the chain marker.
Yeah, it's going to be right there at it, but
I think it could be short.
Yeah, Smith had a hit on him. It looks like the spot is going to be a first down.
It's at the 25.
Yep, it's first down.
And
no, the Cats get the ball.
Yeah, it's a turnover. Cats stop the drive.
You can't say enough for Kenton Smith when that ball was up in the air, hitting him so hard that it knocked him back.
And that's what he did, and that stopped the drive. It was 4th and 7. He got about almost 7 on that play, but the Cats take over, and it's right at the 25-yard line. See what they can do and take some time off this clock. A touchdown would be nice, John. I think a touchdown could almost seal this ball game the way they're playing on defense tonight. Nice run by Welch. He's open.
He's open. He's going to get the first down.
First
he sure
down.
does.
That's all second effort from Welch. He was stopped after 1-yard gain. He kept churning and picked up another 8 or 9. And let's see if they'll move the chains.
Now, is there a penalty? Yeah, there's a flag out there.
And unfortunately,
it's going to be a hold, I believe,
against the Wildcats. And this is so costly and stopped some good drives this year. Ball back around the 15. So instead of having the ball on the 35, it's back to the 15, and the clock is started again. 1:15 to go in the third period. Here comes the Cats. Hughes running. He's got his man. He intended for Tyrone Harris, but a couple of Tigers were right there. Put a stop to that. Clock is set at 1:08 in the third period.
Yeah, that would have got us about 10 back to the original line of scrimmage, but it's 2nd and 20.
I'm going to try again. 3 men here to the near side, 1 wide up to the right. Here comes Hughes, dumps it off to Welch. He's got some room up across. Ooh, he's brought back. Oh, what a nice tackle by the Tigers. They throw him down on about the 16-yard line.
Frankie Munoz grabbed a hold of him and held him up.
Not much doing. Linebackers are doing their job for the Tigers. 50 seconds to go, and clock is now running. 2nd down and 18 for the Cats. That holding penalty was costly.
Yeah, 3rd and 18.
Hughes, the lone back. He's got 3 men up at the top, 2 down low.
He's talking to Denver Welch. Wanting to see Welch come just in behind the linebackers and turn in.
Hughes wanting to throw. He's got some room. Oh, he's going to slide and down it there on about the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up 4th down. 4th and 10 for the Cats, and they will punt. And that's the end. That's clock runs out. That's the end of the third period. It's Neosho 20. Ozark Tigers 7 will return after this on the KNEO Sports Network.
Are you hitting the road without the protection you need? Your car is your trusted companion, but it still needs a safety net. Get the auto insurance you deserve with Community Insurance. Our affordable plans are designed to protect you from life's little bumps and unexpected detours. Visit our website at firstcommunityinsurance.net or call us today at 870-793-9876. Community Insurance, your trusted companion on the road of life. Community Insurance is a subsidiary of First Community Bank.
We all have those days where we don't want to get up. But when we have true discipline and choose to rise up, become the best version of ourselves. To start your journey today, visit risefitnesscenter.com.
Well, it's the beginning of the fourth quarter. The Cats are in a little bit of a hole, and we're getting ready to punt the ball back out. Hudson Williams is going to be punting the ball away for the Cats.
He's going to punt it from around his 15-yard line. Cats are doing well. They're just 12 minutes away from their first win of the season. It's a good kick. It's high enough. It's going to be a fair catch on the 46-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will take over, still inside their territory with 11:54 to play in this ball game.
Some of our sponsors we could thank tonight: Insurance Benefits Consultants, Tally Tire in Neosho, the law offices of Wood and Peterson, New Mac Electric, Sports Locker, KSN KODE, Zach's Car Wash, and McKay Quality Roofing. Thank you to them.
46-yard line is where the Tigers take over. 1st and 10. They need to get something going if they want to get back in the game. Bowers off to the right. That's who they're going to toss it to. It's complete. Not much there. Gain of about 2.5 yards.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Brody Crane took the first defender head-to-head, and Trey Harden came up and made the play, and they gained maybe 3 yards on the play.
Now there's a flag.
Well, there is.
Came out.
And it's going to go backwards. This is going to be a holding penalty, I believe, on Ozark.
And they'll bring it back inside the 40 to about the 39-yard line. It'll be first down and a lot of territory to pick up.
I didn't see an initial signal from the official. Did you, Jim?
I did not. I was looking at him and saw no indication what it was. I haven't heard the PA announcer mention. Here's a quick throw. Oh, almost intercepted. Nice play.
Virgil Rozier got a hand up on that one and almost intercepted it as it came back down.
He's the sophomore, wide receiver, and also playing safety tonight. 2nd down and a lot of territory. 2nd down at about 17 for the Tigers. 11:31 to go in the ball game. Neosho still on top. Russell remains at quarterback for the Tigers. They're spread out, and he throws down the middle. He's got a man open. It's complete to Clark right at midfield.
It was a nice job by Clark just to hold on to the ball because he got popped pretty good by Boston Patterson just as he caught it.
Well, they got more than half that yardage back. It'll be reasonable here. It's 3rd down and 6. This is makeable.
An empty backfield again.
They'll be tossing. 3 receivers here to the left side. Down low, it's throwing the right side. It's complete. It's going to be short. It'll bring up 4th down.
Boston Patterson was right there in order to make the tackle again. And he held on to him until Zach Golf got over there and helped push him back.
About 2 yards shy of a 1st down. It's 4th down and 2. Clock is running. They've had success running the ball tonight in situations like this. 1 man in the backfield.
Tried the hard count. No, Cats didn't bite on it, so they're going to change plays a little bit.
2 receivers down low, 1 at the top of your screen. Bowers in the backfield with Russell.
No.
They'll just pitch it out to him. He's got some room. He's got plenty of room. It's another 1st down for the Tigers up to the 41-yard line of the Wildcats. Chains will move.
Yeah, but I tell you what, that ball was snapped with 0 on the clock, on the play clock that time.
They're milking that clock for sure. Clock is now running. 10 minutes left in the ball game.
You know, certainly the clock is our friend and their enemy at this point.
Cats had
Clark's back in the ball game on this end as a wideout, and there's 3 wideouts on the other side, and Bowers is in the backfield.
And the snap back to Russell. He's looking to throw. He's going to go deep. It's overthrown by.
There's a flag. Unfortunately, that's right. And that's going to be on Canton Smith. He was holding his jersey.
Ball intended for Clark. He was about 10 yards overthrown, but you can see why with the interference call. And No wind tonight. Wind's not a factor in the aerial attack by either team. But that will move the ball way down the field.
Yeah, we're going to wait for the official call, but I feel very certain that's exactly what it was.
And here comes the, the interference.
And it was declined. That doesn't make sense.
Well, I think they're a little confused.
Yeah, I think they are too.
He waved it away, but the ball spotted on about the 27-yard line, and that's where it should be. Yeah. And the refs are going to talk it over again.
Going to come in and say, well, wait a minute, where are we at here?
One official
the clock
marked off the yardage.
Yeah. Clock has stopped. There's 9 minutes and 30 seconds left in the ball game, and the Cats are up by a score of 20-7 over the Ozark Tigers.
Well, there was an interference call.
Yeah.
One ref official marked off the yardage, 15 yards. The referee waved off the penalty, but they still took the yardage.
Okay.
So you at home need to figure this out.
Yeah, maybe it's all square now. We're getting ready to start. Here we go.
It's 1st and 10 from the 27. That's where the Tigers will take over. They'd like to get back in this ball game.
They need the clock to start.
Here comes Russell. He hands it off to Bowers. He's got some room. He's being drugged down. He'll be stopped just shy of the 20-yard line.
Drugged down by number 24, Zach Goff, a defensive end for the Cats.
Pick-up of about 5 yards on the play.
And the clock is still running.
You can let the Tigers run all they want.
Yeah, we like this. This will work out well for the Cats.
Takes a lot of time. That's what they did to start the second half. They took about 6 minutes off the clock. Lawrence in motion, handoff this time again to Bowers. He's got some room down across the 15 to the 14. And that's enough for another Tiger first down, but he is hurting, John.
Yeah, he is. That's about the third time he has got up low, and they're going to call timeout once again. And while they've got timeout, Luke, let's thank some of our other sponsors.
Yeah, we have a few more we want to tell you about tonight. Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, Hillcrest Church of Christ, your local Freeman Family YMCA, and Christian Healthcare Ministries. They make this broadcast possible.
Well, I tell you what, if Bowers is down and he is out, that is going to do something to the Ozark offense because he is their workhorse.
He is a strong young man. He's 5'10", 195 pounds, and he's difficult to bring down. He's had some good runs tonight. He had the lone touchdown, 21-yard touchdown run at the 7:30 mark in the second period, put the Tigers on the board, and that's the only score they've had with the extra point good on that touchdown.
And then we'll see who's in the backfield with Russell.
8:54 to go in this contest. Wildcats lead, looking for their first win of the season. They're up over Ozark 20-7.
Looks like he's going to take the backfield by himself. He's got 3 wideouts on that side and 2 on this side.
Ball on the 15.
Cats are going to have to be very, very careful. He's going to throw the ball, and that was a wide open number 52. And, Johnny Williams, a senior. And if he'd have caught that ball, he could have walked into the end zone.
He was wide open. 2nd down and 10. Clock stopped. It'll pick back up once the ball is snapped. 3 men off to the left side, 2 off to the right, or 3 off to the right. 1 man in motion.
And there's a give. It's a kind of a jet sweep to Clark. And he's got several Cats catch him, nothing doing. So
he's pushed back, knocked out of bounds. Clock is still running.
Yeah, Trey Harden was the one that brought him down.
John, they just made the big announcement, $2 hot dogs. We send Luke down to grab us a few of those.
We could sure do that. The time is still running on the clock, and there is 16 seconds left on the play clock.
They're taking a lot of time off the clock. They send 1 man wide to the right, 1 to the left. Here comes Russell, one man in motion. That's Banks. Here comes Russell. He's going to run right side. He's looking to throw. He's got a man open in the end zone. Overthrown. No good.
You know, there were 3 cats there. Cade Spiva, basically, more than anybody else to step with him. So it is 4th down.
4th down and still long yardage for the Tigers. Ball is spotted back around the 13-yard line.
Yeah, they've got to make it down to the 5 in order to get a first down.
Well, they're going to have to go for it. A field goal's not going to win it for you here.
Field goal's not going to make any difference at this point.
Let's see if the Tigers, what they can do. Cats need to put a stop to this. 3-man line. And here Russell's back to throw. He's got a man open. It's complete. Oh, it looks like he's short of the...
He is. He's short.
He's knocked out of bounds. Good play by the Cats.
The Cats will take over on downs.
Good defense by the Wildcats. It was a good catch and run.
Brody Crane, nice job of hitting him, and it'll be first and 10 for the Cats on about the 5-yard line.
Well, let's see what the Cats can do. They'd like to maybe keep it on the ground and run some of that clock off. 7:40 left in the ball game, and the ball is spotted on the 6-yard line, deep inside their own territory. Got some wide receivers down low and up high, and here comes the attack. It's a run. Oh, nice run by Welch. He's on his feet across
He's got the first down.
15 to the 16-yard line. Let's see where it's spotted. That should be enough for a Wildcat first down. Clock stopped momentarily.
And it started back up again. There's 7:29 on the clock in the ball game.
It is a first down. The chains will move, and we'll start that clock once the referees will start it from the field. And now they're going to run the clock. 7:20 to go. 1st and 10 for the Cats from the 16-yard line.
Ball's going to Welch again, and he's going around, and he gets around the corner, and he's going to pick up about 7, maybe 8 yards.
But he's knocked out of bounds. Clock will stop. John, if the Cats can just keep a drive and take a lot of time off the clock, I think they will be in for their first victory of the season. But now we have a penalty, it looks like.
Certainly is looking that way, and I didn't see. That's a 10-yarder, so that's got to be a hold.
It's going to be back to about the 8-yard line, inside the 10-yard line.
I don't see.
Well, they're coming back the other way now, John.
Well, they must. That's.
Now they're going back the other way. I want to make sure it's right. Well, it's just across the 10-yard line.
Okay, now we don't see anybody making any type of signal, so best we can figure, it must have been a holding call on the Cats, and they're at the 10-yard line, and it's 1st and about 17.
Hand off to Welch. He's got about 2 yards off right tackle. Clock will continue to run.
Yeah, clock is down below 7 minutes. Cats would be very content here to get a first down or so and continue to run the clock.
25 seconds left on the play clock. They'll milk this as much as they can. Hughes is in trouble. He's taken down right before the goal line. It's not a safety.
No.
They'll mark him down on about the 3-4 yard line.
Yeah, he hobbles just a little bit as he gets up.
He was pressured. They had the blitz coming on that play.
And the clock continues to run. It's going to drop down. He is really hobbling.
Well, this is where you have to be careful right here.
Well, they brought the ball back out. It's about the 4-yard line now.
That's where the momentum was stopped, even though he was brought down around the 1-yard line.
I think we have got to get the ball upfield so we can give Hudson Williams a chance to be able to punt the ball.
Well, the Tigers, if they hold, should get some fairly good field position.
I think the Cats have called timeout.
They're going to talk things over. Yeah. And they do.
No.
Another penalty against the Cats.
That's a delay of game.
Well, there's 5:45 left in the contest, and they'll have the ball on about the 2-yard line. You can't get much further than that. Here comes the Cats. It's 3rd down and a lot of territory to make up. 3rd and 25. Hand off to Welch. Cross the 5-yard line. Pickup of about 3 on the play. Give you a little breathing room, but Cats will let that clock run. Play clock down to 30. They'll take as much time as they can without taking a timeout. Both teams still have all 3 of their timeouts. And they need to get a good kick because it looks like the deep man is going to get the ball on around his own 35-yard line. You hope it's not a good run back here.
Yeah, there's another man back. Clark is coming back. They're both sitting about that same place.
Play clock down to 4. And the kick is up. It's a good high kick. And no return, and Tigers will take over on good field position down to the 36-yard line of the Wildcats. Good punt from deep inside the end zone.
Great job by Greg Swift to be down there and looking at number 11 Clark as he caught that ball to make sure that it was a catch.
Well, John, right now it's 20-7, so the Tigers need 2 touchdowns in under 5 minutes to beat the Wildcats.
Well, they're going to need at least 2, yeah.
Here comes Russell. Everybody's out deep. He's going to throw for sure. They got to make up territory, and they need to score quickly. Here comes the Cats. Oh, what pressure. Oh, what a, Clark dropped it in the end zone. A nice pass. Clark took a hard hit, and Clark just couldn't find the handle right at the end zone. Perfectly thrown ball.
Canton Smith was up in the air trying to knock that ball out of the way, and it obviously didn't happen, so Clark would have had an opportunity just to traipse right into the end zone, but
Clark said, "Merry Christmas, I'll drop it for you." That was a tough one. Ball spotted on the 37-yard line. It's 2nd down and 10 for the Tigers.
Bowers in the backfield with Russell.
They're going to throw. He's got a man open on the right side. It's complete. Not much there. Gain of about a yard, if that.
Yeah.
But more importantly, that clock is still running.
Yeah, and the stop was made that time by Boston Patterson.
Ball right at the 36-yard line. 3rd down and 9 for the Tigers. They're going to put everybody out wide. 3 on the left, 2 on the right.
They've got to throw a couple of times into the end zone right here if they want to have any hope of getting back in this ball game.
Oh,
and it
what
was
a
handed
nice
off, but it was dropped right there on it. Number 75 for the Neosho Wildcats, and that is Amundsen Tomlinson.
What a nice stop.
Yeah.
Right at 4 minutes left in the ball game. It's 4th down. And this is a big play for the Tigers. Cats need to stop. Ball right at the 40-yard line.
They've got to get down to the 27-yard line in order to get a 1st down.
Russell back to throw. Got plenty of time. He's going deep. It is.
No, it's not caught. It
no good.
Nope.
It was a good, well, no, they did. They spotted on the 10-yard line.
Well, they do, don't they?
Yeah.
They sure do.
He was coming down with it with a defender on his back, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, no.
The officials are talking things over, but it is good. It's
They're calling a
1st down.
Face mask on the Cats, so that's going to take it on down.
Down half the distance to the goal. So the Tigers are knocking at the door. 3:36 to go in the ball game. Don't go away just yet. Don't change that dial. It's
and now we're going to line up with everybody in the backfield again and then come back out.
It's 1st and goal for the Tigers. They'll hand off
and
to
give
Bowers.
It to Bowers, and he is hit hard.
Ooh, he was stuffed on about the 2.
I can't see who it was that hit him. Looked like it was Corbin York. Hit him hard, picked him up and carried him back.
But more importantly, the clock is running. They have not stopped at 3:10 to go in the ball game. 2nd and goal from about the 2-yard line, just inside the 2. 3 men move off to the left side. Here's Russell. Hand off to Bowers again. He's hit hard and pushed back.
Still not there.
Well, even if the Tigers score, they're taking a lot of time off the clock.
Yeah, less than 3 minutes to play in the ball game. Cats are doing a good job of standing up and not allowing that touchdown to come about.
3rd and 2. Drive started back on their 37-yard line.
And this is going to be a throw into the end zone.
They'll pitch back over to Bowers.
And he did not get there.
It's touchdown. Touchdown Tigers. Yeah. They get it in. Coming at the 2:25 mark. 2-yard TD run by Bowers again. But John, that was drive was helped with a few errors, a nice pass, and another penalty against the Wildcats. And it's tough to defend when you've got the ball down 1st and goal, down around the 5.
Well, it is, but the amount of time that was taken off of the clock is in the Cats' favor.
And the kick for extra point.
That's good.
It's good. Our score is now Neosho 20, Ozark Tigers 14. We'll return after this on the KNEO Sports Network.
Sam Gorham and Aaron Mitchell are your specialty risk insurance agents for Neosho and the surrounding area. They've been involved in Neosho sports since their own high school days and know the importance of athletic competition and how it teaches students life lessons every day. For all your home, auto, life, farm, ranch, and crop insurance needs, call Sam Gorham today at 417-850-5116 or Aaron Mitchell at 417-483-8337. You can also learn more online at specialtyriskinsuranceagency.com. Go Wildcats!
At the Hillcrest Church of Christ, we're striving to be His own people, eager to do what is good. Join us for worship at 10 and 6 Sundays and for class Sunday morning at 9 and Wednesday evening at 7. You're sure to find a warm welcome and friendly people seeking to please God according to His Word. Wildcats, join us every Tuesday morning before school for Devo and Donuts at 7 a.m. Learn more about the Hillcrest Church of Christ at neoshochurchofchrist.org.
There's 2 minutes and 25 seconds left, and the Tigers from Ozark are getting ready to kick off. Everybody is up really, really close, looking for the onside kick. This is something the Cats have seen in the past. They know how to be able to handle that.
And here comes the kick. It is onside. It's recovered by the Cats on the 47-yard line.
Drake Swift picks it up, and he stops right there on the spot. So the Cats will pick up the ball with 2 minutes and 24 seconds left, and they'll be setting up shop on the 47-yard line, Jim.
That's right, and more importantly, great field position for the Cats. And even if their drive is stalled, they're going to take some time off the clock and push them back even with the punt.
Well, I would think at this point that we absolutely will take as much time off the clock as we can.
Both teams still have all their timeouts. Here's the run, right up the middle by Welch. Got some room across the 45.
It's going to be really close to a first down.
See where they spot that. It's going to be down to the 44-yard line. Very close to a first down. Let's see if they'll...
See where they're going to spot it. They're going to spot it on the 44-yard line. Time out.
Tigers.
Ozark
will take their first time out. 2:17, like you mentioned, John, and this ball game's going down to the wire. You know, all these games we've had this year, John, we're just kind of drained at the end of the game. They've been very, very close, and they've all been exciting, even in some losing efforts. The Cats never get up. This one, they are so close to winning their first game of the year.
Well, I'm sure that in everybody's mind right now is the last 2 minutes of the Branson game and what we're going to do to have a different outcome this time.
Kate Cameron, Tyrone Harris will go to the far side. Williams here on the near side of the field. Your wideouts. Welch in the backfield. Second down, and they say it's about a yard to go. They've got some time. No 2-minute warning. Here's the handoff right up the middle. Welch has got some room across the 40. They'll push him down to about the 37-yard line. That's enough for a Wildcat first down. And they'll start the clock again at 2:11.
They've got one more timeout.
So the Cats can just keep the ball on the ground, churn out some yardage.
You know, this is the value of Denver Welch. Not only does he catch the ball out of the backfield and run the ball, but with the opening, he goes right up the middle, and he has given us 2 first downs in this drive so far just by his pure tenacity and running.
Welch has had 2 touchdown runs tonight. That gives him 12 on the season. He's the leading scorer for the Cats this year.
We go to Webb City next week, and we will have a pregame show at 6:15 and the kickoff at 7. But before that, we've got a whole lot of softball, Jim.
We look forward to that starting on Thursday night, and we'll have that Thursday, hopefully on Saturday, and again on Monday, if things bounce just right. Here comes the Cats, 1st and 10, 2:11 left in the ball game. Handoff right up the middle, and they're going to hang on to it across the 35. And they'll take their last time out to try to stop this clock. Stop this drive. 2:05 left in the ball game. Cats on top 20-14. Been a good ball game.
Yeah, it's been a very good ball game. We still got a few things we've got to clean up. Obviously, we've had a couple of holding penalties, and we've had some face masks, but those, as I said, those are aggressive penalties. It's not like someone is being lazy and not paying attention to what they're doing. And unfortunately, they just got their hands tied up in the face mask.
That does happen. The coach will talk with them this week and hopefully correct that, because you're going to play a very fine Webb City team next week where you can't afford to make mistakes like that, because that will definitely cost you a ball game. Tonight, everything has gone the Cats' way. They've had some good defensive efforts.
It is final. The Carthage Tigers have beat Webb City by a score of 20-13.
20-13. Good defensive battle. Here's Tyrone Harris, end around. He's across the 35 to about the 33-yard line. He stays in bounds.
Yeah, and the clock continues to run.
Well, the Cardinals, they don't like to lose 2 games in a row. That was that's an upset. The Tigers have been playing better ball, so they improved to 4-3 on the season. And what we like about that, John, if they continue their winning ways, things could look in the district where we would play Carthage in that first round.
Yeah, and we've seen Carthage. Of course, they've seen us as well. And the clock continues to run. It's down to 1 minute and 20 seconds left.
Well, there's nothing that the Tigers can do to stop the clock. They're out of timeouts.
Cats are 3rd and 7, and here comes a ball to Welch running right up the middle in order to keep from getting even close to out of bounds.
Well, it's 4th down. They'll just keep that running attack going. They can milk that clock down to about the 30-second mark.
Well, it looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. We've got 22 seconds left, and we'll run the ball, and the ball game will be over.
Cats may take a timeout here. Let's see what Coach Towdy wants to do on the sidelines.
Well, I can't imagine that. I think
either that or you take a delay a game and move it back 5 yards. That's 4th down and 5.
Yeah, the Cats have called timeout with 28 seconds left.
It'd be nice if the Cats can get a first down, and that's it. We'll say goodnight. And
I'd like to see if our friend Mr. Blacardi has a leg enough to put one up through the uprights.
Well, I don't know if they would take that chance right now, being up by 6. You don't want to have a miscue and have a mistake. I think they're just going to run this out. And the Tigers would have a long, you put everybody back on the end zone to avoid a Hail Mary throw. They've had a good ball game from both sides. Both teams have played hard tonight. Cats deserve this win. I'll tell you, it's been a tough season for them. They've played hard, and this is a game they've put everything together.
This is a ball game that we have worked for all season long.
Well, the ball is on the 31-yard line. It's 4th down and 5.
We may just see them dance around a little bit back there in the backfield and try to take some additional time off the clock.
And you're right, that's what they're going to do. Here comes Hughes. He wants to throw. He's got a man open. It's incomplete at the 25, but that'll stop the clock with 22 seconds left. The ball turns over to the Ozark Tigers, and they've got 22 seconds to see what tricks they have in their magic hat in order to defeat our Wildcats.
Well, the Cats have got to continue to put a lot of pressure on this young quarterback who has done an exceptional job for Ozark. Russell's in the backfield by himself. There's 3 wideouts on that side and 2 wideouts on this side.
Ball on the 31-yard line. This is about your...
it's
low snap.
Yeah.
Tackle.
And it's fumbled again.
Fumble. It's recovered by Ozark.
And the Cats may have it.
Well, let's see.
Yeah, the Cats have got the ball.
Nope.
Yeah,
they do. Yeah, they've got the...
Number 75.
And that's going to be your ball game right there with 14 seconds
Tomlinson,
left.
You bet. Nice job. Nice job by the defense to put the pressure on, and a low snap caused that, and pretty much ensures the Cats' victory.
20-14, that's going to be your final. Cats, all they have to do is take a knee and call it good. Ozark out of timeouts. That was their last opportunity. Low snap. Russell fumbled and got hit hard. That ball took a funny bounce and right into the arms of a waiting Wildcat. Not Willie the Wildcat, a waiting Wildcat.
Yes,
tonight.
waiting Wildcat. The Cats are lined up in victory formation with Trey Harden back here just going to watch and see. And the ball is snapped, and the ball game, well, the clock has not stopped. There it goes, but the Neosho Wildcats win the ball game by a score of 22-14. Great job by the Cats.
And they deserve this win tonight, their first victory of the season. What a night this has been. Like John said, 20-14 is our final. Neosho on top of Ozark. Let's take a timeout and return on the KNEO Sports Network.
McKay Quality Roofing is a proud supporter of KNEO Radio and the Neosho Wildcat Sports Network. They are located in their new offices at 8115 South Neosho Boulevard. They specialize in roof removal and replacement of residential and commercial properties. In order to serve you better, they have offices in Neosho, Cassville, and Grove, Oklahoma. Call McKay Quality Roofing at 417-455-3326 for a free quote, or online at McKayQualityRoofing.com for more information. And go Cats!
At Calvary Neosho, we aren't your grandmother's church, because she lives in Akron, Ohio, and that would be a terribly long commute for church. But if she did live in Neosho, we at Calvary would be delighted to have her come visit us. And since you live here, we would definitely like you to come visit us. Then, when your Nana comes to visit for Christmas, you can bring her to church and introduce us to her. We're sure she is a delightful lady. You can find us at Facebook/Calvary Neosho, or join us in person at 3650 Oak Ridge Extension. We gather for worship Sundays at 10:30 a.m. Calvary Neosho. Not your grandma's church, but we'd sure like to meet her.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered, so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
Hard work, dedication, and teamwork are vital to building a championship team. Those are just a few of the many qualities you'll find with the team at Satterley Plumbing, HVAC, and Mechanical Contractors. Since 1892, the Satterley team has been delivering championship service to Joplin and the surrounding area. Satterley is an authorized dealer for quality Lennox products and can keep your home feeling comfortable all year long. For repair or replacement of your current heating and air system, contact the Satterley team today at 417-624-3660 or online at SatterleyPlumbing.com. Tally Tire at 18152 East Highway 86 is a proud supporter of local high school athletics. Tally Tire is your full-service car and truck headquarters. They carry name-brand tires such as Nexen, Mastercraft, and Uniroyal, ATC camper shells and bed covers, and do oil changes and tune-ups. Call Tally Tire today for all your automotive needs at 417-451-0457 or online at tallytire.com.
And welcome back to Bob Anderson Stadium. The ball game is over with, and your Neosho Wildcats have won their first ball game of the year by a score of 20-14 over a group of Ozark Tigers that just would not give up, Jim.
No, they fought till the very end. The the Wildcat defense tonight was really the difference in this ball game. It was very hard fought, and Blancardi had two nice field goals. Coach Towdy with us tonight. It's nice to ring that bell for a change.
It's great. Happy for the kids, happy for the community. It's good to get that first one.
The defense tonight really stepped up in the ball game. I mean, they held at different times, and boy, I mean, remarkable stops. Even though Bowers had a good running attack, but they held him at the very end.
Yeah, I mean that's a good offense for Ozark, and our defense played great. We tackled really well, especially in space, and a lot of guys swarming to the ball. Brody Crane had a great game. You know, a number of guys. Kate Spiva has been playing great down the stretch for us here, and just extremely proud of those guys. And you know, once they kind of starting to get some stops, they're starting to believe it. You know, a lot of it's mental, and we're starting to get over that hump, I think.
Right. Also, one of the problem areas tonight that we saw a lot of penalties. You know, a lot of face masks, a couple of those. It was kind of incidental. I mean, it happened, but I know that's something you'll work on in practice this week.
Yeah, I mean, there was a ton of penalties. You know, a lot of our drives that we don't get points on are ended by holding calls and just dumb penalties on our part. And so, but to overcome that and still get the win and to win with a little bit of adversity is huge for our program and for our kids. And definitely some things to clean up. But like I told them there, you know, we still want to be playing our best football come week 10, and this is just a step. You know, learning to win is a big step in that process.
I wanted to let you know a big upset in the COC tonight. Carthage defeated Webb City 20-13. What a defensive battle on that! And I know we take on the Cardinals at their stadium next Friday night.
Yeah. I mean, that's a big upset, not just for the COC, but for our district. Mm-hmm. You know, that's going to affect our district seedings a lot. And we knew Carthage was good, and they're starting to find their groove. So that's nothing new there from Carthage, and that's a big rivalry game. But we'll turn on the film, and we'll get to see that one tomorrow as we start to prepare for Webb.
And we're just proud of what the Cats did tonight. It seems like each week they get better and better, like you've mentioned, and starting to click at the right time.
Yeah, I mean, that's always the goal, is to be playing your best football come week 10. And I think it's kind of been up and down a little bit, but it's been a steady increase throughout the year, and we're starting to play our best football in all three phases, and it took all three phases tonight, and you know, that's just a testament to these kids. And you know, when you're 0-6, it'd be real easy to fold shop a lot of times along the way, and they didn't. They kept believing, kept fighting, and you know, we might have played with more energy tonight than we had all season.
Yeah, it's been a fun game. You know, John and I aren't drained up here tonight, I'll tell you, and like you too, Coach. I mean, we're happy for you and the boys, and we'll let you get out of here and go celebrate with the guys down there and tell them we're proud of them, and we look forward to a good ball game next week in Webb City. And the game time once again 7 o'clock pregame at 6:15.
Yeah, appreciate it. Go
Coach, thank you so much, Coach Towdy tonight. Cats win a good one, 20-14, the final over the Ozark Tigers, and like we mentioned,
congratulations.
They'll play the Webb City Cardinals. Webb City was defeated tonight by the Carthage Tigers. That final score 20-13. So like Coach said, that can have some implications on district matchups coming up in just 3 weeks, because after Webb City, we take on the Joplin Eagles, and then it's time for districts. But it's always nice to get that first one under your belt. Once again, our final score in Neosho, 20-14. Do we take a timeout and come back for all the post-game, all the scores right here on the KNEO Sports Network?
A new era in local sports begins. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is where you'll find all of your local sports information. Join Sports Director Michael Imami and reporters Chaz Wright and Tashina Coleman every night. We cover Little League, high school athletics, Missouri Southern, and Pittsburgh State, along with countless community colleges in the 4 states. We cover it all. So whether you're a Chiefs, Cardinals, Eagles, or Wildcats fan, you won't want to miss the Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report.
The law offices of Wood & Peterson is sponsoring this portion of Neosho Wildcat Athletics, located at 217 South Lafayette, Neosho, and 431 Virginia Avenue in Joplin. They serve Southwest Missouri with personal claim representation. For more information, the phone number is 417-451-4141 or online at neoshoattorney.com. The law offices of Wood & Peterson are proud supporters of the Neosho Wildcats.
Locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Wildcats!
Are you stressed because you don't have enough money or connections to get to where you want to go? Are you frustrated when you see your friends climbing the corporate ladder? Do you have too many bills and not enough income? Well, there is a person who understands exactly what you're going through, and the best part is, he wants to help you. That person is Jesus. Learn more. Call 888-NEED-HIM or chat with us live at needhim.org.
People's Bank of Seneca, proudly investing in our community and you since 1996. Locations in Joplin, Neosho, and Seneca. Bank PBS, peoplesbankofseneca.com.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Welcome to the Final Drive Scoreboard Show on the KNEO Sports Network. The Final Drive Scoreboard Show is sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider for over 20 area high schools and colleges. See how one of their certified physicians, certified athletic trainers, or therapists can help you get back in the game. Now, let's go back live to the stadium for the Final Drive Scoreboard Show on the KNEO Sports Network.
Welcome back to Neosho, where the Wildcats win a close one tonight. They defeat the Ozark Tigers by the final score of 20-14. It's post-game scores from all around the area. John, a lot of big scores in the COC tonight, and none bigger than the Carthage Tigers defeating the Webb City Cardinals. And that game in Carthage tonight. Final score, Carthage 20, Webb City 13. Wildcats will be up in Webb City next week to take on the Webb City Cardinals. Other scores, Joplin Eagles over the Carl Junction Bulldogs. That final score 37-13. And Republic defeating Branson 35-25.
And we'll take a look at the Big 8 conference scoreboard. Logan Rogersville Wildcats are on top of the Marshfield Blue Jays. They're in the fourth quarter. It's currently a score of 38-7. We don't have an official final on that yet. The Springfield Catholic Fighting Irish have lost to the Cassville Wildcats tonight, 42-0. Mount Vernon Mountaineers are victorious over the Hollister Tigers, 56-13. The Aurora Hound Dogs have lost to the Reed Spring Wolves. That score on that game, Reed Spring 26, Aurora 12. Lamar Tigers have won against Nevada Tigers tonight, 14-0. And the Monette Cubs lost to the McDonald County Mustangs this evening, 45-14. Seneca Indians also win their game, and my page just refreshed here, but let me bring it back. Seneca Indians 50. They were victorious over the East Newton Patriots, who had a score of 14.
Over in the Ozark Conference, it is the Camden Lakers 28 and the Hillcrest Hornets 14. At Parkview in Springfield, it is the Glendale Falcons 30 and the Parkview Vikings 14. And it's halftime. Here's our halftime score: Lebanon Volunteers or Wayneville Tigers 20 and the Bolivar Liberators 21 at halftime. Well, wait a minute.
Half is the latest we've got on that one.
Okay, then over in Lebanon Yellow Jackets 52 and West Plains Zizzers 14. Kickapoo Chiefs 45 and Rolla Bulldogs 6.
Looking at the Southwest Conference scoreboard, Principia Panthers, not familiar with Principia, so I'm probably not saying it right, but Principia Panthers, we have a score for them at the halftime, and they were up over the Miller Cardinals 20-6. Stockton Tigers have a final score in their game against the Diamond Wildcats, and Diamond wins it 23-7. Marionville Comets have a final score against the Sarcoxy Bears, and they win also there 42-6. And I think that's all we've got there on the Southwest Conference scoreboard.
Yeah, over in Oklahoma, it is the Casa Hill Commandos 27, but the J Bulldogs beat them by 57-27. Miami War Dogs 61 and Skiatook Bulldogs 0. The Fairland Owls, and this is a final, 15. Quapaw Tigers or Wildcats 14.
Looking back at the independent and 8-man scoreboard, Lockwood Tigers win against College Heights Christian Cougars 72-34, and the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons win against the Independence Bulldogs 20-13.
Over in the SEC, it is Chanute Blue Commons 21, Fort Scott Tigers 20. It is the Field Kinley, I can't talk anymore now, Field Kinley Golden Tornadoes 49 and Labette County Grizzlies 14. Parson Vikings 48 and Galena Bulldogs 12.
And we also look to the CNC scoreboard. Iola Mustangs win against the Girard Trojans 29-15. St. Mary's Colgan Panthers win against the Columbus Titans 59-20. And the Frontenac Raiders win against Baxter Springs Lions 62-7. And I think that's it.
I think that's all the scores that we have tonight to report. Once again, the Neosho Wildcats beat the Ozark Tigers, as seen here on KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network, by a score of 20-14.
Scores nothing more important than Neosho's score, but also in the CNC, once again, Carthage defeats Webb City 20-13. And like Coach Taddy had said, that has a lot of implications for district seedings coming up here in just a few weeks. That's been fun, gentlemen. Enjoyed it, and we'll be back next week. We'll be traveling to Webb City. A lot of softball action. We invite you to come out Thursday evening at 5 o'clock. The Lady Wildcats take on Lee Summit in softball action, district competition, and cheer on the Lady Cats and hope they can win and play again on Saturday and then on Monday, October 16th for the district championship.
Hey, God bless you for watching us tonight. But you get an opportunity, come on out. We will be in Webb City, the football Wildcats, next Friday night. Then we'll be home for our final home game of the season against the Joplin Eagles. Be sure and join us on Thursday evening. The ball game is scheduled to start at 5 o'clock, but once again, that is the district tournament. We will be audio only. And if we win that ball game, then we'll be playing on Saturday morning. For Jim Jackson, I'm John Ball, and what's your name? Luke Taylor. We thank you so much for being with us. And until next time, take care of yourselves. And remember, this weekend is time to go to church. It's worship time on Sunday. So God bless you, and we'll see you next time.
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into communities to make a difference for eternity.